want a career in this. Granted, there are some really awesome, people that have done that. Michael Strahan is one of them. I think he does a great job. But for Tom Brady just to be put in a role like that just because he's a great quarterback, I'm not too sure, and I agree with you. There's no buzz around him. I don't even think people are turning on the TV watching these games because he's, calling the game. So, yeah, no buzz. I think he's going to be out of there by next season for sure.
Yeah. What about you, Brock? No Brady buzz. Maybe you see something we don't or hear something that we're not hearing. Let me hear.
No, after several weeks of NFL, Marty and Giovanna, I'm on your bandwagon now. I've done, as you know, color commentary for 3 decades, and I will tell you there is an art of getting what is in your mind out of your mouth at times. Sometimes for me it's getting my foot out of my mouth, but most times it's getting my thoughts. Right. And I just don't think he can get from point A to point B. I think Tom Brady is his play speaks for himself. Captain Obvious checking in here, but he is the greatest quarterback of all time. I just don't think he can get from point A to point B to make that connection to explain to the viewers what is going on. And number 2, frankly, you have to have personality. He's very dry, and like I said to you earlier on, Marty, I'm willing to give him the season, but right now, after 4 or 5 weeks, it doesn't look good, and I think he's better off hoping to get approved by 24 of the 32 owners, get his 10% of the Las Vegas Raiders, and maybe invest in that, because I'd much rather hear Tony Romo than Tom Brady.
And Greg Olson got hammered down to the number 2 spot totally. Hey, you know what Brady's got, though? He's got the distinction of being better than Montana as a quarterback and worse than the god-awful Joe Montana in the booth. I never thought I'd say that, Brock, but it's true. He was better than Montana on the field, and Montana stunk on television. He was horrible. By his own admission, Montana was terrible.
Yeah, Giovanna kind of just basically said it. I just think it's automatically assumed that if you are basically good on the football field and the ideas of having these superstar players that they're automatically going to be good on the air. But again, you've got to be able to convey your thoughts quickly. It's a quick-moving game. Any sport is. And the other one, like I said, is you got to have some personality. Got to be likable. And if you didn't know Tom Brady at all and you were listening to those broadcasts, dry as a burnt piece of toast. He's got to turn around quick, Marty. Otherwise, there'll be changes.
Yeah, and Giovanna, you said something. So, Giovanna, you have a problem with former players being analysts? I don't. I don't want to hear a former athlete do play-by-play unless he's really gifted, and there has been some. I don't think there's any, but that's interesting. So, you don't like the ex-jocks on TV, huh, Giovanna? That's interesting.
I will say it doesn't. It's not as black and white. I think some people that are former players make great analysts and things like that on TV. However, kind of what y'all have been saying is there is an art to it. I don't think just because you were a great athlete doesn't mean that can be translated on the TV and, talking to thousands and thousands of fans and listeners on a week-to-week basis.
Brock, by tomorrow night we'll have the World Series, the NLCS and the ALCS set. What World Series do you think is going to resonate with the country? Can the Tigers, or do we need a Yankee-Dodger thing to really spruce it up? Give me a quick hit on a potential World Series that you think America will embrace.
How about New York?
Subway, yeah.
I think, and I'm not even thinking market size. The Dodgers, maybe. I just think the Mets, talking to a lot of people, seem to be everybody's darling. I don't know why. And then the Yankees just have their, the Dallas Cowboys of Major League Baseball. I think there will be a lot of people lining up behind the Mets as underdogs in that series. With the Yankees, this is kind of a team that just sets so many records. I think to me that one would be the one that people would embrace, even though the geographical pin would be very small on the map. I don't think the networks would cry over it. I think they'd love it, of course.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. I'm pulling for – I wouldn't mind Cleveland or Detroit. I think it'd be interesting. But there's something about a New York Mets World Series opposite of either Cleveland or Detroit, and Detroit in particular. I think it would be just an unbelievable listen, the Mets have always played, second fiddle to the Yankees, even when they've had great seasons. And we know what Detroit's been through. And the Tigers haven't been really relevant since '84 against the Padres. It's been that long. Maybe there was one other year sprinkled in there. Brock, listen, great job out of you. Come on, give us one thought about college football. Just, got a minute. Give us the game. What's the game of the weekend? Is it the Red River rivalry? Is it Ohio State, Oregon? Or is it UMass, Missouri up in
Don't go down that road, Marty. But yeah, let me tell you, because I will have that ready for you, and our listeners. I'll have a play ready for them, and then the NFL lined up tomorrow. So I'm working on both of those. I'm looking at two right now, and I'm going to narrow it down to one. One is Cincinnati down in Central Florida, and I don't mean to pick on the folks down there, but it's a game I liked, and I don't know if the poor people in Central Florida, I feel bad for them. I don't know how much of a distraction this game is going to be. Maybe it'll be the opposite. Maybe something to rally around. I hope it is. That would be one. I'd hope I'm wrong. The other one, Marty, this is going to kill you, and I'm going to hang up after I say it.
Go ahead.
Washington going into Iowa and beating Iowa.
Do both of them. Good job, Brock. We'll catch you later, buddy. Good job.
All right, folks. Take care.
All right. Hey, Giovanna, if you don't mind hanging in, we got DJ Shields coming up. We got to get Giovanna some more airtime. We're coming back here on Sports Weekend, on Sports Overnight, and Sports Byline. Don't go away.
What would you do if you had a broken bone? You'd go to the doctor and use your insurance, right? Well, what would you do if you have a serious problem with drugs and alcohol? Most people do nothing until it's way too late. Your insurance can help you get clean and sober with the assistance of a place like the Detox and Treatment Helpline. Many times, addiction treatment is fully covered, so why not use your insurance to treat your addiction problem just like you would if you had a broken bone? And with the Family Medical Leave Act, you're allowed to take time off by law, and your employer doesn't need to know the reason. So there are two good reasons. You've got insurance you can use for your addiction problem, and with the Family Medical Leave Act, it's completely confidential. Call now, 800-771-4125. That's 800-771-4125. 800-771-4125. 800-771-4125.
Hey, airline travelers, let's say you have a problem and you need to change or cancel an existing airline reservation. What do? Well, Skywatch is a free service that can help anyone with any airline reservation fix it. Whether you want to cancel it, change your dates, or add passengers, we can help fix your airline reservations so you get exactly what you need. We've updated our computer database and now have access to every airline around the globe. So now you can make one phone call regardless of who booked your airline tickets, and we'll change it, cancel it, and fix it for you. We know the insider secrets to fixing reservations that the airlines don't want you to know about. So if you need to cancel, change, or modify an existing airline reservation, call Skywatch right now. It's a free call, so let us fix it for you. 855-325-5647. 855-325-5647. 855-325-5647. That's 855-325-5647.
Do you want to add a boost to your sex life this weekend? Do you want to make your partner and yourself happy? Then call our special hotline now. We'll sell you those little pills that work below the belt for less than $1 a pill and deliver your package in a few days, just in time for the weekend. Our pill delivers almost the same results as expensive pills for.
Please stand by for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network on the Live 365 Network and the Live 365 app.
Hey. Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure.
And Sports Radio 1240 mark means Joined by Mark Means for tonight's game. Dave Clark going into the Cheney State Hall of Fame. Mark decided to step up and join us for tonight's game.
Yeah, it's a beautiful 64 degrees here at Alumni Field Memorial Stadium. I am so excited to be here with you tonight.
This is the Cleveland Cobras high school football game of the week. The Lakeview Bulldogs come into Hubbard. Lakeview is 4-3, and they are 1-3 in the Northeast 8 Conference. Hubbard 4-3, 1-2 in the NE8. Hubbard leading this all-time series 24-13-1. Eagles have won 7 of the last 10, but Mark, last year Lakeview knocked off Hubbard 28-14.
Yeah, they did. They have a little bit of a confidence booster by getting that win and having that matchup tonight, and both teams needing a win.
We're going to take our first time out here in the pregame show. When we come back, we'll go inside the Malutic Live Coach's Corner and hear from the head coach of the Hubbard Eagles. That's next here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
I'm down here with the head coach of the Hubbard Eagles, Brian Hoffman. Coach, it's a pretty awesome experience to be here with you and, you know, be doing this interview as you coached me in football and to just have the opportunity to coach football with you and then just watch you as you are, I believe, in your 17th year at Hubbard. Is that correct?
You know, Mark, you're making me feel really old right now. Actually, this is 18 years at Hubbard.
Wow.
And 10, I was at West Middlesex for 10. So 28th year of coaching high school football at those two schools. Yeah.
Well, that's a lot. And, you know, it is exciting to watch you over there at Hubbard. I mean, you guys have been winning and winning and winning. And, you know, that says a lot to you and your coaching staff and obviously the kids there. But right now, hey, 1-1 in the conference, 4-3, a tough one, right? Against Beaver Local, heartbreaking overtime loss on a, you're on a 3-game losing skid, so to speak. Just some of your thoughts right now.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I'll be honest with you, I'm still kind of like dusting off the dirt. I feel like, a little from last week. That was a tough one, going down on the road and losing in the fashion that we did. It was definitely disappointing. I'm hoping that, we can turn the page this Friday and come out and play, with enthusiasm for the game and come out and play good football. Last week was just, we had opportunities to win the football game in regulation and came up a little bit short on the field goal attempt. I think it was maybe just slightly out of our Caleb's range. He had made them in practice at 45 yards. I mean, that one was about 47, so he was just a little bit short on it. But we really didn't have any other choice but to kick it, being the circumstances that they were. But yeah, and then going into overtime and losing, just doesn't feel good right now. Obviously, losing 3 in a row doesn't feel good. And like I said, hopefully, our players respond. We have a week's worth of preparation playing, Lakeview, who had a strong performance last year, and then are coming back this season at 4-3 as well. And so I believe they're also maybe 1-1 or 1-2 in a conference, but they're a competitive program and definitely have some talent to make things happen on both sides of the football.
I know. It's definitely never easy to drop a one like that in overtime, especially when the kids played their hearts out and you get right down to the wire. Now, moving forward to this week, and I'm looking at the schedules and things, in the first 4 weeks, Coach, the offensive production was up, scoring 38 points per game. Now it's down to around 10 points per game in the last 3 weeks. Lakeview's defense is giving up about only 13 points per game. What's the game plan this week to try and build up that offensive production?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a, fair question. Like, we ran into, Poland and Struthers, we felt, like in the Poland game and Struthers, we had opportunities to put the ball in the end zone, and, we didn't capitalize on those opportunities. We had the ball, in scoring position, the Struthers game, at least 3 times and didn't come away with points. And Poland, we had opportunities as well. And then, obviously this past week, was a better showing, 31 points. And, I came away from that game, at least from the offensive side of the ball, feeling good about, what we could do. Trying to, we had, without making excuses, we had a couple injuries to some of our key guys at receiver, and it kind of limited us a little bit, in production with the passing game the previous couple weeks. But, they're back now, and hopefully, I think the biggest thing this week is we have to come out, we have to be able to run the football.
Thanks a lot, Coach, and best of luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
And that was Mark talking to Hubbard head coach Brian Hoffman. Coach Hoffman in his 18th season, 138-53. Mark, he's the winningest coach in program history.
Yeah, that's amazing stats there. They just keep winning, and that's something that they're going to need to do tonight to snap that 3-game losing streak.
Here in the Malutic Live Coaches Corner. The Coaches Corner is always brought to you by Malutic Live, your home for high school sports. Follow them on social media at Malutic_Live. Now, Lakeview, they're led by second-year head coach Derek Bush. The program 9-9 under not quite 2 full seasons with him. They went to the postseason last year, losing in the first round, but he's really tried to turn the corner with this program.
Yeah, he definitely is doing that. He started out this season, obviously, 2 straight shutouts, beating Holy Name 33-0 and Jefferson 40-0 week 3, and then bested Liberty 19-6 before, falling to South Range and McKinley. So he's really got that program turned around, and it's going to be nice to see how they do tonight.
And, a lot of similarities. Hubbard started off great. Lakeview started off great. They got into conference play, and it's kind of been rough for both of them the last few weeks.
Yeah, it has. And when you have, teams like South Range on the schedule, and then struggling with that Struthers team, 2 big, tough powerhouse teams, it becomes very difficult.
We're going to take our second break in the pregame show. When we come back, we'll have a lot more getting you set for kickoff just about 9 minutes away here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
The Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
Melodic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our number one priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Melodic_Live. And remember, our fans come first.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Back here at Memorial Stadium in Hubbard, getting you set for Week 8 of the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week. The Eagles taking the field for the first time here tonight. Hubbard blue pants with the gray tops, blue numbers, trimmed in white with the blue and gray helmets. And we're going to have a lot of very similar color schemes tonight.
Yeah, we are, especially with that blue and that gray and white. They look sharp.
So the Eagles have taken the field down below us here on the home side of the press box. We are awaiting the Lakeview Bulldogs to take the field. Lakeview, 21.1 points per game offensively, 13.1 points per game defensively. Mark, they put up 2 shutouts on the year already so far.
Yeah, they have, and they're going to need another stout defensive performance here at Hubbard if they want to continue to be on the up and up in that win column.
Hubbard averaging 26.3 points per game, giving up 18.1 points per game. But as you mentioned, that offense has been on a downside the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, it has, and it really has dropped off, and they're going to need some huge offensive production tonight in order to get on the right track and the right start. So we're looking to hopefully see a little bit better start for the Hubbard offense, and then definitely the defense is really going to need to step up and play a great game tonight.
With the expanded playoff system here in Ohio, both of these teams still a shot at making the postseason. Hubbard's road is a little rough for them after Lakeview tonight. They still have to face Girard, and then they finish up with South Range here, and we all know how good the Raiders are.
Yeah, they are undefeated, 7-0, 4-0. They're going to be taking on Niles McKinley tonight. So, it's going to get tougher. So what we're hoping to see is a little bit of progress out of Hubbard tonight and getting on the right track as it gets closer and closer to playoffs down the road.
For the Bulldogs, they will be at home next week against the Poland Bulldogs in the annual Battle of the Bulldogs in the NE8. And you talk about this. This is a stacked conference. Yeah. The NE8, 7 teams in the conference. Joe Jefferson moved on to a different league the last couple of years. And 6 of the 7 teams last year went to the postseason.
Yeah, I mean, Girard's been great. They're a tough team. And you look at South Range is unbelievable, and Struthers as well. And then you've got Poland and Lakeview and all these other teams, with Hubbard. So it's a stacked conference for sure.
Yeah, this has not only been a great conference for playoff teams, but You look at the coaches that are in this conference, too, and you can tell why the teams are so good.
Yeah, well, you can't be good without good coaches and good coaching staff behind them, and that's what you see all throughout this Northeast 8 Athletic Conference.
We are going to pause here for our final commercial break. In just a moment, we'll let you know Lakeview on the road tonight. White pants, white socks, white jerseys, blue numbers, trimmed in black with the Lakeview logo on the side. And we will step aside for our final break. When we come back, we will kick this one off tonight from Memorial Stadium at Hubbard here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Would you like a copy of one of the exciting games you heard on the iMedia One Network? Just email us and we'll tell you how to get one. Email davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com. That's davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
And we welcome you back to Memorial Stadium in Hubbard. Mark Means, Michael Rickard back with us in the booth, keeping stats for us tonight here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Week 8 already of the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week. And looks like we should have some decent weather for tonight, too.
Yeah, like I said, it is absolutely gorgeous. It's a nice, cool fall day, 64 degrees, no rain, looking great.
So we will be with you next week. Dave Clark will be back with us for Week 9 for Massillon and Warren Harding. 6:40 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff. Then Mark will be back with us in 2 weeks as we head to Austintown Fitch for Warren Harding and Austintown Fitch. And that is going to decide a lot of computer points in Week 10.
Yeah, it is, and it's going to be an exciting one, to say the least.
So we are getting set to get tonight's game underway, as both teams have taken the field here at Hubbard in this NE8 matchup. We mentioned Hubbard winners of 7 of the last 10 matchups. Lakeview won in Cortland last year. And the Bulldogs will be kicking off, and the Eagles are going to have 2 returners back deep inside the 10-yard line. See, so kicking for the Bulldogs, that's Leo Priest, the senior, wearing number 1. Lights are on, and we are ready for Week 8 to get underway. This kickoff brought to you by Repair That Glass in Hubbard, reminding you accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. For an appointment, call 330-534-3192. We are underway in Week 8. A bouncing ball picked up inside the 10, across the 15 to the 20, and then driven right back at the 20-yard line. That's good special teams coverage by the Bulldogs downfield.
Absolutely, Mark. He was completely covered up and swallowed up by the Bulldogs right there at about the 20-yard line.
So we will see Alex Hackwelder, the starting quarterback for the Eagles, 6'2", 200-pound senior, and got that big offensive line we were watching in warm-ups for Hubbard.
Yeah, they are big.
They will break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers go to the right, 2 to the left side, single back in the backfield with Hackwelder. He'll take the snap. They will run it on first down, trying to get Hazamahalis going to the outside. And that's going to be a pickup of about 6 yards for Michael Hazamahalis and a good gain for Hubbard on first down.
Yeah, a real nice run on first down off the right side. He was able to get the corner and pick up a nice 5 yards before he was knocked down by Landon Hall for the Bulldogs.
Hackwelder heads to the sideline, gets the play call. He'll bring it in. 2nd and 5 from the 27-yard line, just underway here in tonight's first quarter. Hubbard breaks the huddle. They'll come to the line of scrimmage. Twins to the left and trips to the right side. They will fake it, fire over the middle. Pass caught. That's going to be a first down to the 35-yard line. And that is Matthew Cheney, the 6'1 junior receiver, on his first catch, and that'll move the chains for the Eagles.
Yeah, nice little fake off the jet and a little toss across the middle of the field. And a good pickup to move the sticks. A tackle there by Jason Campana for the Bulldogs.
So 1st and 10, Hubbard out to the 36-yard line, working right to left. 1 receiver to the right, trips to the left side. Hackwelder fakes the handoff, sets up the screen. Songer makes the catch across the 40, 45-50, 45-40, and tripped up inside the 40-yard line. Braden Songer, leading receiver for the Eagles this year, makes his first catch of tonight's game.
Yeah, nice little bubble screen out there to the left, and Songer's able to scoot down the sideline, make a Bulldog miss before he gets knocked out of bounds for another Eagle first down.
All the way down to the Lakeview 36-yard line. 28 yards on the reception, sets up 1st and 10 Hubbard. Twins to the right and the left, single back in the backfield. Hackwelder going to give the ball to Hazamahalis on first down. Spins across the 35 and down to the 33-yard line. He'll pick up 3. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, nice hard run off the left side there for a good pickup of about 3 to 4 yards. Tackle made by Nolan Allen for the Bulldogs. But nonetheless, Mark, the Hubbard Eagles are moving the ball, moving the sticks.
Sets up a 2nd down and 7. We approach 10 minutes to play. Opening quarter, no score. A little bit of confusion by the Eagles. Play clock, plenty of time, down to 15 seconds. One to the right, trips to the left side. They will run it with Hazamahalis. Broke through the initial tackle, and then he's going to lose about a half yard. This will set up a 3rd down and long for the Eagles.
Yeah, Newton and not all over the tackle right there. No running room at all on that play.
So 3rd down, 8 from the 34-yard line. Hubbard and Lakeview both coming into play this week at 4 and 3. Looking for those computer points to make it to week 11. Again, 2 receivers go to each side. Hazamahalis, the running back to the right of Hackwelder, who drops the throw. Has time now. He'll pull the ball down. Look to try to get to the outside across the 30, 25, and down to the 20-yard line. He'll have a Hubbard first down.
Yeah,
a good decision.
Yeah, absolutely. He dropped back. He looked left. He didn't like what he's seen. Took off to the right. Had a lot of running room and enough to pick up the first down. He kind of showed off his wheels right there a little bit, Mark.
Hackwelder leads the team in passing yards and rushing yards coming into this Week 8 matchup. Sets up a 1st and 10 from the Lakeview 20-yard line. Hubbard going with the wind here in this opening quarter, heading towards the scoreboard side of Memorial Stadium. Twins right and left. They will fake the handoff. Hackwelder going to keep it. And that looked like some confusion in the backfield, who was going to keep the football. That'll be a loss of 1.
Yeah, he's trying to hand the ball off. At least we thought he was going to do that to Antonio Berkeley. And then it was like Berkeley didn't want to give the ball up, and he didn't want to fumble it, so he hung on to it for a loss. But nonetheless, they keep possession.
So 2nd and 11, back to the 21-yard line. Fast-moving opening quarter, first possession for the Eagles. You're listening here on Sports Radio 1240 WBBW Youngstown in the iMedia One network. One receiver right, trips to the left side. Hackwelder takes the snap, sets up the screen to Braden Songer, looks for a block, and Songer is going to be down just shy of the 15-yard line. And it's going to set up third down now for the Eagles.
Just a beautiful block by Chaney out there on the edge to be able to kind of set it up and give him some more running room on that swing pass. And it's going to bring up a little bit of a shorter third down for the Eagles.
3rd and 6 from the 16-yard line. Split one receiver way outside to the right. Hackwelder takes the snap, feeling the pressure, stepping up in the pocket, just unloads this one into the bench. And there comes the flag. Took a little while for the flag to come out. He was still inside the box. And they're going to get Hackwelder for the intentional grounding.
Yeah, Hayden Newton on the blitz was just all over Hackwelder in the backfield. He had no time whatsoever. He tried to get rid of it and just threw it. And it was nobody around. It didn't even get to the line of scrimmage. So that's going to be intentional grounding. So a huge penalty.
That'll be our first flag of the evening. Hopefully, Mark, this is nothing like a couple of games we had earlier in the year. We had games of 28 and 26 total penalties called earlier in the year.
Wow, and this penalty hurt the Eagles bad.
It took them out of field goal range, sets up a 4th and 20 from the 30. Hazem-Mihalis empties the backfield, and now we're going to get a procedure penalty. Going to cost Hubbard 5 more yards and make it 4th and 25.
Yeah, just stuff you don't want to see offensively because you need to get out to a quick, fast start, which they were doing, and these are drive killers right here.
So back-to-back penalties set up a situation where it looks like Hubbard will punt the ball to Lakeview. Braden Songer, the junior punter, drops back, and back for the Bulldogs. That's number 3, Thomas Easton, the senior, inside his 10-yard line. High snap to Songer, gets the kick away. Easton's going to just let this one hit, and it's going to roll into the end zone. Once it breaks that plane, automatic touchback at the high school level. And Hubbard had a good drive going, but the penalties really stalled that drive.
Yeah, it did. They had a really good drive going on, and then, boom, back-to-back penalties. Looks like with that punt, they're going to gain at least about 12 or 13 yards. And, the Bulldogs are going to take over at their own 20-yard line on their first possession of the first quarter.
Head coach Derek Bush, second year with the Lakeview Bulldogs. We'll have receivers in the formation. They'll send a man in motion. They're going to fake it, and quarterback's going to keep it, and he'll run right into the middle of the defense. No running room for Eli Go, the sophomore quarterback. Maybe a gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, on that little fake jet quarterback keep up the middle, and Reynolds, Penny, Barron all over that for the Eagles. Just an outstanding play. It got barely about a yard.
2nd and 9 from the 21-yard line. So Go is the quarterback, Easton the tailback. We're going to now set up strong to the left. Hubbard showing blitz. Go will fake the handoff to Easton, swing the ball out into the flat. Receiver made the catch and only got about a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8 for the Bulldogs.
It has Mihalis all over that one. A nice tackle out there in open field to bring up a 3rd and 8 for Lakeview.
3rd and 8 from the 22-yard line. We approach 6 minutes to play, opening quarter. We've got no score. 3rd and 8 from the 22. Lakeview going to spread things out. 2 receivers right and 2 to the left. Go drops back to throw. Going to look over the middle, and the pass is knocked away and incomplete. Looking for Hayden Newton, the tight end.
Leshnak on the hit on that drag coming across the middle. It was a bang-bang play. As soon as that ball touched the receiver, he hit him. Ball came out. No go. They're going to have to punt.
So Bulldogs will punt the football away. That is Songer back deep to return this punt for the Eagles. Low snap on the turf. Punter picks it up and just tries to throw it away. Incomplete.
Wow.
This will be also we've got a penalty flag back at the 10-yard line, so we'll have to sort everything out.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to maybe give an intentional grounding on that because nobody's in the area as he threw it. Just tossed it away so he didn't get sacked.
So that'll be the first penalty on the Bulldogs, but this is going to give Hubbard's offense tremendous field position with 5:43 to play in this opening quarter.
Yeah, tremendous field position and a little redemption here, I think, for Hubbard if they can take care of business.
So they'll spot the football at the 5-yard line. Hash mark to the right side for this Eagles offense that takes over at the 5. Hubbard breaks the huddle. They'll come to the line of scrimmage. One receiver to the right. That'll be trips to the left side. Single back in the backfield. Gets the handoff and got tripped up by the turf monster and went down for a loss of 1.
Yeah, exactly what you said. He just tripped over his own big toe, I guess, and fell flat on his face.
So loss of 1 brings up 2nd and 6. Back to the 6-yard line. Hackwelder gets the play from the sidelines. He will bring it in. Play clock, plenty of time. Now rolling under 20 seconds. Hubbard breaks the huddle. They'll send trips to the left. Running back is now to the to the right of the quarterback, Hackwelder. As Mihalis goes in motion, he'll get the handoff. And he got stood up right at the original line of scrimmage. He gets that 1-yard loss back, but it sets up 3rd and goal.
Yeah, just like a little buck sweep action to the right. He tried to cut it up in, and that Bulldog defense said no way. They were all stacked up in their gaps where they were supposed to be and shut it down.
So 3rd and goal. Ball resting at the 6-yard line. We're approaching 4.5 minutes to play in this opening quarter. We still have no score. Single back is to the left of Hackwelder. Trips to the left side. Hackwelder rolling that way. Eyes downfield. Looking downfield. Going to fire to the back of the end zone. That is caught for a Hubbard touchdown. Working the back line of the end zone. And that's Michael Hazamahalis on the 6-yard touchdown reception.
Yeah, Hackwelder did a great job by extending the play when he rolled to his left, and he was looking, was able to find Hazamahalis in the back of the end zone for the strike there. And your Hubbard Eagles were up 6-0 with 4:17 to go.
So Hackwelder to Hazamahalis for the touchdown, and now McKay on for the extra point. Play clock rolling down to 8 seconds. Snap down, extra point all the way. And Caleb McKay's extra point is good. 4:17 to play, opening quarter. It is Hubbard 7, Lakeview 0. Back after a quick break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
So the Hubbard Eagles strike first and take the 7-0 lead. Hackwelder to Hazamahalis from 6 yards out. McKay's extra point gives Hubbard the early 7-0 lead, and McKay will now kick to Thomas Easton and the Lakeview Bulldogs.
Yeah, Hubbard took care of that, mishap for Lakeview and was able to go down and get that score, something that they really needed to do in this ball game.
We'll get you some of the scores coming up here after this kickoff by McKay. This will be a little just like punch kick fielded inside the 25. And the returner pulled down right at the 31-yard line. Looks like Hubbard not wanting to challenge the special teams of the Bulldogs.
No, not at all. Nice little short kick and a good tackle there by Gino Leshnick for Hubbard. They're going to set up shop. Lakeview 1st and 10 at about the 31-yard line.
Discount Power Sports scoreboard first quarter. Western Reserve looking to bounce back after their first loss to Springfield last week. They lead Waterloo 14-0 in the first quarter. Bulldogs break the huddle. They'll come to the line of scrimmage. Going to have two receivers to the left, one to the right side. Man goes in motion. Quarterback's just going to keep it this time. And that's Thomas Easton, the running back, lined up at the quarterback spot. Easton's going to pick up about 2 yards. It sets up a 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, a little quarterback trap off the fake, off the jet sweep up the middle there. Pick up a nice, good 3 yards. Tackle by Antonio Berkeley for the Eagles.
So 2nd and 7 from the 34-yard line. Lakeview going to send 4 receivers in a bunch formation to the outside, and we've got a penalty flag on the Bulldogs. And that'll be their 2nd penalty of this opening quarter.
Yeah, they got a little too excited there. Wanted to get out of the gates early.
When you see a bunch, you usually see 3. Not 4. That's a different look.
Yeah, they sent quads, 4 up to the top, and looked like they were going to try to run and hit the bubble towards that side off left tackle.
Penalty backs them up, so it sets up a 2nd down and a 12 for the Bulldogs. 3.5 minutes to play. Opening quarter, it is Hubbard 7 and Lakeview 0. Bulldogs break the huddle. They'll come to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the left and a wing to the right side. Quarterback hands the ball off to Easton across the 30. And Easton down near the 33-yard line. He'll get about 2. And this will put Lakeview in a 3rd and long situation.
Yeah, really good defensive play there by Hubbard. I mean, Songer and company, Hackwelder all over the tackle there for a short gain. No running room so far for Thomas Easton.
So it sets up a 3rd down and 8 from the 33-yard line. Bulldogs break the huddle. They'll come to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the right and a wing to the left. And now we've got a whistle. And the Bulldogs need a timeout for this 3rd down and long situation. With 2:40 to go, we will keep it right here. And, Lakeview in that last possession, they gave Hubbard the short field to work with. We'll have to see if the Bulldogs get this offensive machine going.
Well, yeah, this is a huge 3rd down for the Bulldogs. I mean, they need to convert. They need to really try to at least get this 1st down. Even if they don't score, they want to start flipping the field a little bit and getting field position, getting Hubbard pushed back instead of giving them such a short field.
Lakeview's regular quarterback not playing tonight, suffered an injury earlier on in the season, so we've seen Eli go at the quarterback spot. We've also seen Thomas Easton line up at the quarterback spot as well. Off the timeout by the Bulldogs and head coach Derek Bush. They'll have 2 remaining. It's 3rd down and 8. Going to send man in motion. That's Hayden Newton. Lines up in a slot. Go back to pass. Looking downfield. Going to fire. Has a man wide open across the 50 down to the 49-yard line. And that is going to be a good catch by Leo Parise and a big 1st down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it was a great job by Go keeping his eyes downfield on that play. He was looking for somebody to get open, and they did. Looked like Hubbard just kind of lost track of where he was at, let him go, and it's a big pickup and another 1st down for the Bulldogs.
We'll go back to the Discount Power Sports scoreboard after this next play. Single receiver, that's Leo Parise out wide to the right. Going to snap the ball to Thomas Easton, looking for some blockers. And Easton down to the 45-yard line. He'll pick up 4, and Mark, it makes play calling so much easier when you're getting nice yardage on 1st down.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to stay ahead, of the sticks a little bit, and that's what they're doing. Especially a nice 4-yard pickup on that quarterback basically lead to the right for Lakeview, and they are moving the ball.
2nd and 6 from the Hubbard 45-yard line. One receiver split out wide to the right. They'll snap the ball to Thomas Easton, who has a little bit of a crease down to the 40-yard line. He'll pick up 5, and it sets up a 3rd down and 1.
In a way, it's almost like a student body left. They have 4 guys over there. They have a wing, they have an up back, and then they have a sidecar, and they're just direct snapping it to him, and he's just following all the bodies and picking up good yardage. So Hubbard's going to have to respond to that set, or they're just going to keep moving the ball.
Easton again lines up at the quarterback spot. Single receiver to the left. He's going to take the snap, and this time Hubbard would have none of it as they drove Easton back for about a 2-yard loss, and this sets up a 4th down and close to 4 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it looked like Brady Krusik for Hubbard all over that. They came out in the same overloaded power set. He was able to zip through the gap and blow that up from the beginning, and it's going to bring up a huge 4th down for Lakeview.
Discount Power Sports scoreboard, first quarter, Springfield and Mineral Ridge. It is 7-0 Rams leading the Tigers. 4th and 4 for the Bulldogs. Send a man in motion. Easton's going to try and keep it. Turns the corner, looking for the 1st down. He'll have the 1st down and more, and he's going to go out of bounds at the Hubbard 32-yard line. Good blocking to turn that edge.
Yeah, it's just almost like a counter play off that power set to the left, and he was able, with his speed, to get around the edge and pick up the 1st down.
So we'll see if Lakeview elects to snap the football. We're down to the final 5 seconds of this opening quarter. They will hurry up to the line, but they will not get a play off. We've come to the end of the first quarter tonight from Hubbard. After 1, it is Hubbard 7 and Lakeview 0 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday 10 to 4 and Saturday 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Set to start quarter number 2. Lakeview a 1st and 10 from the Hubbard 32-yard line. They will fake the handoff to Parise, and Thomas Easton will keep the football as Michael Mihalis comes up and makes the stop for the Eagles.
Yeah, they're utilizing Thomas Easton's speed and power at the quarterback position, faking the jet and just following his blockers up the middle, and they are picking up good chunks on 1st down.
Under 2 minutes to play from Bo Ryan Stadium in Niles, South Range, with a 21-0 lead on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Man in motion, fake the handoff. Easton right up the middle, big hole, 10-5, touchdown. Thomas Easton for the Lakeview Bulldogs. They strike right back with a 28-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, they do the same pretty much play there, but it looked like too much eye candy going left and right to really separate those linebackers, to the right, and there was nothing in the middle of the field, and he was able to run right up the field. So we have Easton on that. He has 8 carries, 57 yards so far in this ball game.
So they will bring on Leo Parise to attempt the extra point. Snap down, rush on. That's a line drive extra point under the crossbar that is no good. 11:21 to play first half. It is Hubbard 7, Lakeview 6 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Back to Memorial Stadium in Hubbard. 11:21 to play first half, and big drive for Lakeview to get right back in this one, 7-6 with under 12 minutes to play in the half.
Yeah, they were chunking big yardage on first down and moving the football. They got, Easton going, and he had a nice, huge run, a hole right up the middle. Nobody there for that score, so big response by Lakeview.
So the Bulldogs will attempt the onside kick. That's a loose ball on the turf at the 45-yard line, but I think contact was made with the football before it went 10 yards.
Yeah,
we got multiple flags down.
That didn't look like it went 10 yards at all, about 7 or 8 when they touched it.
So we will sort out the penalty. You like the aggressive call there to go for the onside kick early?
Yeah, I do, actually. You want to do it early, right? So if it doesn't work in your favor, you got plenty of time to at least try to figure out a comeback. So I like it.
So we will wait for the penalty call. And they are going to pick that up. 3 or 4 of the officials got together. They will pick it up.
I don't know what they're picking up.
We did get an explanation for it, but Hubbard will have the football, and they will have it at the 49-yard line of the Bulldogs, 1st and 10. Single receiver to the left, 2 to the right side. Hackwelder takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it right up the middle across the 45 and down to the 42-yard line. Neither one of these quarterbacks are afraid to take contact and run the football.
No, they're not. And a nice fake there, and Hackwelder able to get up in the middle there, right off right guard, and pick up 7 yards on that play. So that's a great first down play for the Eagles.
Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Second quarter, Girard and Poland scoreless in the second. Hackwelder takes the snap, sets up the screen. Braden Songer makes the catch, and Songer shoved out of bounds at the 36-yard line. But that'll be good enough to move this chains for a Hubbard first down.
Yeah, that's just what we call like a now. He just turns around right now at the line of scrimmage and gets that pass and gets upfield north and south, able to pick up an easy first down and get out of bounds.
So is that the first read or is that the second read in a play like that?
Well, it's almost like a called play. It's going to be right now, we're going to get that ball right to you. And then what they're going to look for is maybe faking it and then send them deep.
Twins to each side of the formation. Fake to Hasmahalis. Hackwelder is going to keep the football. He'll run into a host of Bulldogs, but able to power all the way out to the 30-yard line. He's going to pick up 6 yards and set them up in second down and short.
Yeah, and the quarterback there showed his patience, right? He was slowly, methodically waiting for his blocks downfield and picking his way and then driving to pick up a good 6 yards on that carry.
Discount Power Sports scoreboard. It is Mineral Ridge 14, Springfield nothing. A pick 6 and a 60-yard touchdown pass leading to Springfield's first 2 touchdowns. Hackwelder to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Has room to run to the left side. Gets inside the 20 before being pushed out of bounds. And it's been very quick reads for Hackwelder. If that first guy isn't open, he's taken off.
Yeah, and he definitely finds the openings where he needs to run, which he did there. He was able to pull it down, go to the left, and really get downfield for a first down. Then he showed his little toughness. He wasn't going to step out. He threw his shoulder into the defender there.
So it is 1st and 10 Hubbard from the Lakeview 17-yard line as they come to the line of scrimmage. Eagles, twins to each side, single back in the backfield with Hackwelder. Slot man goes in motion, left to right. They give it to him, trying to sweep to the outside. He'll turn the corner inside the 10, inside the 5, and down to the 4-yard line. It'll be first and goal, Eagles on the run by Matthew Cheney, the junior wide receiver.
Yeah, Cheney had a nice run on that jet sweep. Good blocking out there. Was able to pick his alley where he wanted to cut it up in, and he was able to do that, get a first down at the 4-yard line. The Eagles are moving.
So first and goal, Hubbard from the 4-yard line. 9:28 to play here in the first half. We're going to send 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left side. Hazem-Mihalis, the tailback with Hackwelder. They give the ball to Hazem-Mihalis, bounces off of a tackle, drives for the goal line, and he's in for a 4-yard touchdown run for the junior running back, Michael Hazem-Mihalis.
Yeah, good hard run. He was able to climb the ladder, so to speak. He tried to hit the 2-hole, and then he had to bounce out and get out to the left, get all the way to the 5-hole, and get into the end zone.
So Hubbard expands their lead to 13-6, and Caleb McKay will come on for the extra point. And got a flag on the field, and I think Hubbard might have an illegal substitution penalty on Hubbard. They broke the huddle with 12.
Penalties. That's going to hurt, back them up a little bit for this all-important extra point.
3rd penalty on Hubbard, 5th total in our first half of action. Again, Caleb McKay, the junior, on to attempt the extra point. Out of the hold of number 6, Matthew Cheney.
Another penalty.
And now we've got a whistle for a second penalty. This will be a procedure penalty on Hubbard. Their 4th, second on this extra point attempt, and they'll back it up 5 more.
Yeah, not good.
This becomes a 30-yard extra point attempt now for Caleb McKay. Again, Cheney to hold. Play clock at 15. High snap, gets it down. Extra point on the way. And it is just inside the left upright and good. So with 9:13 to play in the first half, it is now Hubbard 14 and Lakeview 6. We're back after a quick break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Would you like a copy of one of the exciting games you heard on the iMedia One network? Just email us and we'll tell you how to get one. Email davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com. That's davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One network.
At Hubbard with the Eagles on top of the Lakeview Bulldogs, 14-6. Time to go to the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Discount Power Sports is your go-to store for discount ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bikes, and more. Visit them at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard or call them at 330-717-4441. We've got some action in the game over on Western Reserve Radio and AM 600 WRQX. Under 10 minutes to play in the half there. And Poland has taken a 7-0 lead over Girard in what is a big game for both of those teams.
Yeah, it is. And, it's going to be a battle all night there to see who comes out on top with that one.
We've seen Poland put up 3 shutouts defensively on the season already, giving up less than 10 points per game.
Wow.
They played some impressive defense this year.
Yeah, they have.
So Caleb McKay to kick on this repair that glass kickoff. McKay's kick, short, going to be picked up by one of the up men across the 30 to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. On that return for the Bulldogs, let's see, that was number 5, Trenton Hyde, a senior wide receiver. Hubbard really hasn't kicked the ball deep at all so far in the first half.
No, they haven't. A lot of short, little pooch kicks. Not really wanting to test those return guys at all from Lakeview.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from their 34-yard line. Hubbard with a 14-6 lead at 9:08 to play here in the half, and we're going to change out the footballs briefly. And now we've got a penalty flag and a procedure penalty going to go on the Bulldogs. And without even getting the drive underway, they're backing themselves up 5 yards to 1st and 15.
Yeah, you brought up all the penalties, and now we're starting to see it more and more. But for Hubbard, both of those scores really came on short fields. About 20 yards, 21 yards for the first one, and started out at the 48 of Lakeview, so that's good. Now they're backing Lakeview up a little bit more.
1st and 15 from the 29-yard line. Going to send the man in motion, fake the sweep. Quarterback's just going to try and keep it, get to the outside, and he'll hammer his way down near the 40-yard line. That's Thomas Easton, the senior, on the keeper, and a gain of about 6 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, tackle by Braden Songer there. But what we're seeing is a lot of overload to one side, and Hubbard's not necessarily shifting. They need to shift another guy over and get everybody in the gap. And they're coming out in it again.
2nd down and 4. Easton takes the snap. He'll keep it again. Lowers the shoulder and gets down to about the 42-yard line. This will set up a 3rd down and 2 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, nice tackle by Leshnick on that play for Hubbard. This is an all-important 3rd down here for the Hubbard defense. They need a stop.
So Lakeview breaks the huddle. They'll come to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2 from the 42. Easton sends a man in motion. He's going to try to follow that block, but this time he was turned back, but able to stay on his feet and got back near the original line of scrimmage. This will set up a 4th down and a long 2.
Yeah, Mark, what we're seeing now on that play from Hubbard is they're getting penetration, getting in the backfield instead of allowing, Lakeview to dictate and get penetration into the defensive backfield. So great job by the Hubbard defense on that play.
So the Bulldogs will punt the football away. Hubbard's going to drop a single returner back deep at their 35-yard line. That's Songer back to return this punt. They snap it to one of the up men for the Bulldogs. 1st down and more across the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, and down to the 20-yard line goes Hayden Newton, one of the up back protectors, and there was clear sailing down the field inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, just a direct snap to him. He ran to the right, and there was nobody there on the edge to set the edge, so he was not contested, and he's going to pick up a bunch of yards down into the 19-yard line of Hubbard. That's a huge, huge pickup for Lakeview.
We've seen Bulldogs being aggressive. Fake punt, onside kick already here in the first half. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Try to turn the corner before going out of bounds. And again, that was Trenton Hyde, number 5, on the carry for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, just some misdirection and bringing like an end around on the right side. Again, Hubbard's not setting the edges, and they're allowing Lakeview to get outside of them and pick up big yardage. They need to find a way to stop these runs on the outside.
2nd and 2 from the 11-yard line of the Eagles. And that's Easton trying to get to the outside to the 5, looking for the pylon and in for a touchdown. 11-yard run by Thomas Easton. And the Bulldogs come right back to cut this lead of the Eagles.
Yeah, another direct snap to him. He's looking very patient, waited for his blocks, was able to get to the outside and dive for the pylon and get into the end zone for the 2nd score for Lakeview.
So Easton's 11-yard touchdown run cuts the lead to 2. And Lakeview going to leave the offense out there. Easton, 81 yards, 2 touchdowns already unofficially here in the first half that has 6 minutes to go. Easton lining up at the quarterback spot, sends a man in motion, drop the football, trying to get to the outside, steps inside a tackle, and he'll walk into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And just like that, Mark, we're tied at 14.
Yeah, just a great athletic play by Easton. He dropped the football. The play was supposed to go to the right. He dropped it, picked it up, and just kind of ad-libbed it, and it was able to make a guy miss and get north and south and into the end zone to tie this ball game up.
You hear sometimes when the play doesn't develop the way you want it to, it really does change, and he was able to play the turf hop, if you will, and really just look upfield and found some blocking.
Yeah, he did, and he was patient. He was waiting for some blocks, and then he let them set it up for him, and then he found his crease, and then he hit it like a sprinter, and he was into the end zone again.
Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Springfield cutting that lead of the Mineral Ridge Rams to 14-6. They play with under 3 minutes to play in the first half tonight. And always difficult the week after a big victory. Springfield gave Western Reserve their first loss last week, and they got out of the gates this week a little slow.
Yeah, it's hard when you do that and you play like your best game maybe, and then you have a little letdown. And it seems like that might be happening right now.
So the Bulldogs set to kick the football back to Hubbard with 5:59 to play here in the first half. End over end kick. This is going to hit inside the 10, and that will go out of bounds. Here comes the penalty flag. As now our penalties are even up at 4 apiece. And, I talked about we had that game in the upper 20s, almost 30. We're at 8 already here so far tonight.
Yeah, a lot of flags. Even for Hubbard, what I'm seeing too, not just penalties on both sides, but really, Hubbard started off a little fast, and then it looks like they slowed down a little bit, kind of playing catcher's mitt, so to speak. They really need to start playing aggressive on both sides of the football. Hopefully, we're going to see that here on this drive. Lakeview's really doing a great job with a lot of misdirection and eye candy on the offense.
So 1st and 10 for the Eagles. They break the huddle. They'll have 3 receivers to the right, 1 alone to the left side. They will run it with Hasmahalis on first down, and Hasmahalis took a big hit, was able to spin off of that for about a 2-yard gain. It's 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, Landon Hall in there amongst the rest of the Bulldog defense, stacking him up for a short gain on first down.
2nd and 8 from the 37-yard line. 5 minutes, 35 seconds to go, first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll have this week's edition of the PAC report. We'll get scores around the valley. We'll look at Michael's first half stats and let you know where we'll be next week on the Cleveland Cobras high school football game of the week. Pack Welder going to keep it, fires downfield. Receiver came back to his quarterback. That's a nice job by Matthew Chaney, Mark, to come back to his quarterback and show him his numbers.
Yeah, it was perfect. He saw that he was getting in trouble, came back like he was supposed to, and was staying past the sticks, got 1 foot in as he made that beautiful grab before he went out of bounds for a Hubbard first down.
1st and 10 from the Eagle 46-yard line, left to right here in the second quarter. 2 receivers right and 2 to the left. Hackwelder and Hasmahalis in the backfield. Fake it to Hasmahalis, fire the pass over the middle. That's going to be caught for about a gain of 9 yards. That's Matthew Chaney, the junior wide receiver, who makes the catch, and a nice throw by Hackwelder. Hit him right in stride.
Right in stride. Nice little ball fake, set up nice, and threw a strike right in the numbers. Beautiful catch, beautiful pickup of 8 yards on that first down.
2nd and 2 from the 46-yard line. Eagles go trips to the left, single receiver to the right side. Hackwelder takes the snap, fakes to Hasmahalis, breaks through 1 tackle across the 45, stays on his feet, and will go out of bounds at the 41-yard line. 1 Bulldog came free, but Hackwelder hit him with a stiff arm.
Yeah.
Was able to stay in bounds and have a nice gain for a first down.
Yeah, pickup of 7 yards on that play. Like you said, a beautiful stiff arm. He hit the L button on the joystick and was able to take him down and keep his feet and get that first down.
So 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. 4 minutes, 32 seconds to play in the half. Twins to each side of the formation. Running back to the right of Hackwelder. Takes the snap. He's just going to follow that back right up the middle across the 30, 25-20, inside the 15, 10, 5. That is a touchdown of 41 yards for Alex Hackwelder, and Hubbard has come right back to take the lead.
What a nice run. It's like a track meet out here today with Easton and Hackwelder. Unbelievable play. Puts the Eagles back up. Alex Hackwelder, 7 carries so far, 85 yards on the night.
So it'll be Caleb McKay to come on and attempt the extra point. Cheney to hold, 4:21 to play in the half. A little bit of an errant snap. They get it down. Extra point on the way, and it is good. 4:21 to play here in the half. It is now Hubbard 21 and Lakeview 14. Took a little while for these two offenses to get a rhythm, but we've gone back and forth the last 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, we have. Back and forth, back and forth. It almost seems like whoever is the aggressor is the one that's going to stay on top in this game. You see how Lakeview seems to kind of slow down a little bit. Maybe they are getting a little tired from all the running, right? But when they slow down on defense, Hubbard scores. When Hubbard slows down on defense, Lakeview scoring. So it's whoever can lay on the gas and stay on the gas all night is going to be the one that's going to come out on top.
This kickoff brought to you by Repair That Glass in Hubbard, reminding you accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass, offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. For an appointment, call 330-534-3192. It'll be Caleb McKay set to kick this away for the Eagles. And it looks like and Thomas Easton back deep to return this kick for the Bulldogs, along with Jaden Warner. This one, he will put his foot into it, drive it deep, and this is going to actually check up at about the 6-yard line. The Bulldogs will have to pick that up. And the Hubbard special teams there to swarm and knock him down for a very short gain. The returner, I think he just anticipated that ball going over the goal line, and when it never did, he kind of had to panic because that's a live ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he thought it was just going to roll right in the end zone. Took a little sidewinding hop, and it didn't. And he looked at it, paused, and was like, uh-oh, I better pick this up. And wow, what a great job by the Hubbard special teams to actually flip that field. This is the worst field position Lakeview's had all game.
1st and 10 from their 12-yard line. 4:14 to play in our first half. Easton remains at the quarterback spot. Receiver will go in motion. He's going to keep the football. Had a nice crease right up the middle. And stepped on the gas all the way out across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And got to give a lot of credit to this Lakeview offensive line. They're blowing up some big holes for him to run through.
They are. They're not only just getting their first step down, they're getting the second one down and then driving. So they're really taking over the line of scrimmage right now.
Gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. Again, man goes in motion. Easton going to try to get to the outside, but this time unable to turn the corner as the couple of corners for Hubbard there to step up and make the play defensively to knock him down. That was looked like Lucas Maludik, number 9, there on the stop.
Yeah, way to string it out. Did a great job there to bring up a 3rd and short. Again, it's going to be, you're hoping to see, the defense be more aggressive. They need to get some blitzes and get in the backfield here.
3rd down and 2 from the 20-yard line. Easton takes the snap. Counter, a little quarterback counter, trying to cut back for the 1st down. And he will have the 1st down. He planted that foot and cut off of it hard for a nice gain.
Yeah, he did, and he was able to pick up a little bit more than what he needed on that run. A good, hard run up the middle to move the sticks for Lakeview.
1st down for the Bulldogs. They'll send a single receiver, Leo Parise, out to the right. wing to the right side. Easton takes the snap. He's going to roll that way, looking to throw. Fires downfield. Pass going to be caught. That's number 5. That is Trenton Hyde on the reception. First time we've seen Easton throw the football, and a good, accurate throw right on the numbers.
Yeah, it was. You didn't know if he was going to run. He was patient, then he pulls up, stops, fires a strike, picking up 8 yards. He was knocked out of bounds by Dylan Boucher of Hubbard.
2nd and 2 from the 35-yard line. Man in motion. Easton going to hesitate, wait for that block. Tried to cut it upfield, and this time he's going to be dropped at the 35-yard line for no gain. And the Bulldogs going to use their second timeout. Gives us a chance to keep it right here. And how much does that change from the defensive perspective, Mark? That's the first time we saw Easton throw the football. So Hubbard can't just kind of sell out on the run when he has the ball.
Well, no, they can't. But what they need to do is they need to make sure whoever's on the edge can set the edge hard, meaning coming up, keeping that inside arm, tight to the line of scrimmage, outside arm free, and putting pressure on Easton, making him have to go back inside. So they kind of stopped there and waited, and that allowed him to stop, pull up, and throw a little pass and find some room.
So we've got a 3rd down and 2 from the 35-yard line. It is Hubbard 21 and Lakeview 14. And didn't feel like we were going to be in for this kind of shootout early on. And then we've seen both quarterbacks kind of take things over on the ground.
Yeah, they have. They have definitely been able to run the football very well and kind of keep both teams in it right now at this point in this ball game.
And, we've seen Coach Derek Bush, onside kick. We've seen him run a fake punt already. So it's got to have kind of Hubbard kind of thinking, what's coming next.
Right. Well, they're trying to keep them on their toes. They're on the road right now, and both teams are in desperate need of a big win. And, it's like I said, who's more aggressive? And I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Lakeview right now.
3rd down and 2 for the Bulldogs. That snap went through the hands of one of the running backs, and he's going to be tackled all the way back in the backfield. Hayden Newton falls on that loose football, and it brings up a 4th and long for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's a huge break for Hubbard. They needed a break on that short 3rd down, and they get it right here on that bad snap. That's going to set Lakeview all the way back to the 21-yard line. It's 4th and 15. I'm assuming they're going to have to punt.
So Hubbard will take their first timeout, try and stop the clock, get the football back with 2:15 to play here in the half.
And, Mark, you don't know. You don't know what they're going to do. Last time they faked it for a first down. So you got to be ready for everything if you're Hubbard. You can't jump off sides. You got to be ready for the fake. Let the guy kick the football and get the possession and try to get a score going into the half.
Don't forget, next week, week 9 of the high school football season, and our Cleveland Cobras game of the week next week will be Massillon and Warren Harding. I just get excited when you say those two powerhouses are getting together. Looking forward to that one next week.
I mean, that's like a state championship game.
4th and 15 for the Bulldogs. Hubbard's returner dropping back to their own 48-yard line. Low snap, picks it up. That kick partially blocked in the air, and 2 Eagles collide when they caught the football near the 10-yard line. And Hubbard's going to be working with another short field.
Yeah, that was Matthew Cheney on the reception. It was like both guys wanted to grab it and run into the end zone. They ran into each other and bang, fell down. But nonetheless, Hubbard, another big turnover, so to speak, on that block punt. They're going to have great field position at the 11-yard line of Lakeview.
2:08 to play in the half. 21-14, Hubbard leading Lakeview on the Cleveland Cobras high school football game of the week. Twins to the right and left. Has Mihalis to the right of Hackwelder. He'll now go in motion. Hackwelder fake to him. He's just going to keep the football, and he is in for an 11-yard touchdown.
Penalty flag.
But we've got a flag, as you said, back at the 15-yard line. And this penalty is going to be on the Eagles and wipe that touchdown off the board. Hubbard's 5th penalty of the first half.
Yeah, definitely not what you wanted to see if you're a Hubbard fan. I mean, Hackwelder running right up the middle, 4-6, and now it's going to negate it and bring it back. It's going to move them to about the 21-yard line. But they still have possession, still got plenty of time mark on the clock to get a score, but you don't want to see these penalties continue.
Yeah, we've seen penalties come for Hubbard at the most inopportune time, although never a good time for a penalty. Hubbard right back to the line, twins to each side. Slot receiver left goes in motion. Hackwelder's going to keep the football, lower the shoulder, dive inside the 5, and he's down near the 1-yard line.
Same exact play, and he just faked that jet and went right up the middle and just showed off his speed again and his toughness, lowering his shoulders and blasting his way down to the 1-yard line.
Coach Hoffman, when I talked to him for the Niles game, impressed with the time that Hackwelder spent in the weight room. He's a big senior at 6'2" and 200 pounds.
Yeah, Hackwelder, 8 carries right now, 104 yards.
Mihalis, the running back, to the right of Hackwelder. Hackwelder hesitates, tries to get to the outside, and he's going to be spun down back near the 2-yard line. He's going to lose a good yard and set up 2nd down and goal.
Yeah, great job by Lakeview fanning that out. It looked like Trenton Hyde and Landon Hall on that tackle, so great job, good defense by the Bulldogs.
Hubbard going to take a timeout. They're now left with 1 with 62 seconds to play here in the half. And this could be one of those big momentum swings. Lakeview's going to get the football to begin the 3rd quarter. If they can come up with a stopper, maybe hold Hubbard to 3, that's some momentum heading into the locker room.
Well, yeah, if you can hold them to 3 or none, that is ideal for Lakeview, especially, again, being on the road. And they've been trying to put pressure on Hubbard, which we've seen them do throughout this first half. But really, Hubbard's got to settle down and just take care of the football and get it in the end zone. They need points. And when I'm saying points, Mark, I'm not talking 3. They need 6.
So it is going to be 3rd and goal for Hubbard from the 2-yard line.
Play resumed with 1:02 left.
62 seconds to play in the half.
Football resting at the 3-yard line with 1:02.
Those are the football resting at the 3-yard line. Hubbard breaks the huddle, comes to the line of scrimmage. It's Hackwelder and Mihalis in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right side. Hackwelder takes the snap, fakes the jet motion, and he's going to get down near the goal line, but he's going to be stopped at the 1. It's going to bring up 4th and goal from inside the 1 for the Eagles.
Yeah, and I think, Mark, they have an opportunity to get about a half yard and get a first down here, if I'm not mistaken. And that would give them, obviously, 4 more tries. But they're going to need about half the length of a football to get it. And here it is. This is the all-important 4th down and 1.
Down under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Play clock for the Eagles is approaching 10 seconds, and Coach Hoffman has 1 more timeout in his pocket. And we'll see at what point he will elect to use that. And he'll take the timeout with 1 second on the play clock and 11 seconds to go in the half. And we'll see what he decides to do here. Like you said, basically needing a half a length of football to get a first down.
Yeah, so they're out of timeouts. So, I was kind of thinking, did they have the Philadelphia Eagle tush push, something like that in their arsenal? But then again, if you don't make it, you get it first down, the time's going to run out. I'm kind of thinking, I know I just said it, right? I said they want 6. But I'm kind of thinking you might want to just kick it and go up 10 here before the half.
Last week's game, we actually saw one of the teams go into the bag of tricks, and we saw the old Tim Tebow jump pass.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw that a couple weeks ago with Farrell. Farrell did that on the goal line, and that's always a good play at the goal line.
Discount Power Sports scoreboard. They are approaching halftime, and Poland now with a 10-0 lead over the Girard Indians. Girard and Hubbard will meet next week. So, Hubbard kind of set up for that old kind of Dallas Cowboys swinging gate.
Yeah.
Lakeview didn't like what they saw, so they will use a timeout, and they've used all of those timeouts, and it wasn't quite sure what Coach Hoffman was going to do there. Didn't see the kicker on the field.
Yeah, a little cat and mouse game right now to see how the other team is lining up, and then they're going to figure out what plays would work best with those lineups and go from there. And
it kind of reminds you of almost, basketball coaches. Well, to see how they're going to set up for the inbounds, then burn a timeout to adjust to it.
Yeah, exactly. And then, maybe they're giving them 2 plays. So when they line up in it again and they see Lakeview adjusts, then they go to that second option play.
You're listening to Sports Radio 1240 WBBW Youngstown, a Cumulus Media station, and Western Reserve Radio 2, part of the iMedia One network. Mark Means, Michael Rickard here at Hubbard, Matthew Craven, David Ferris back at the iMedia studios in Struthers. So Hubbard will kick as they will bring on a Caleb McKay, the junior kicker. Holder's knee down at the 12. Make this about a 22-yard field goal for Hubbard. High snap. They get it down. Rush is on. And the field goal by Caleb McKay is good.
Yeah, absolutely. Split the uprights. Almost got blocked, but it didn't. And that's going to put the Eagles on top, 24-14 with 9 seconds to go.
And this is one of those where if you're the Hubbard coaching staff, you're trying to keep everybody focused. You don't want a big return here in the final seconds.
No, you don't. You don't want to give them any more momentum going into the second half, getting the ball back. So I would suggest probably, or at least think that they're going to kick away from number 3 like they did last time and just try to make that tackle. Maybe even a squib.
Yeah, we've only seen Hubbard kick away one time so far tonight. See, Discount Power Sports scoreboard halftime. South Range 41-0 over the Niles Red Dragons at Bull Ryan Stadium.
Wow. They're rolling.
Now that Dave Clark likes to call South Range the machine, and that seems to be an accurate description of the way they are playing this year.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. They are completely rolling over people.
And again, Dave celebrating his induction into the Cheney State Hall of Fame this weekend. He will be back with us next week for Massillon and Warren Harding. McKay with the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. He'll just put this one on the turf, takes a big hop at the 35, across the 40, near the 45-yard line before going out of bounds with 4 seconds. And that little squib kick almost backfired on the Eagles.
Yeah, he was able to make a guy miss and get the edge again. I went, uh-oh. But they were able to knock him out of bounds at about, the 44-yard line here.
Lakeview 43.
4
seconds left.
So they will spot it at the 43-yard line with 4 seconds to go. And Lakeview going to come to the line of scrimmage. One receiver tight to the formation to the left side, wing to the right side. That man goes in motion, fake the sweep to him, big hole across the 45, cuts back 50, and down near the 46-yard line. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half. At the break, it is Hubbard 24, Lakeview 14 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club fitting center, and an Odyssey fitting studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School football game of the week on the iMedia One Network.
Back here at Hubbard as we're being entertained by the Lakeview Bulldog Marching Band. At the break, it's now time for this week's edition of the PAC Report with Commissioner Joe Anderko.
Welcome to the PAC Football Report for October 12th, 2024. I'm Joe Anderko. This week we will take a quick look back at last Saturday's action in the President's Athletic Conference, while also previewing Week 6 games on the gridiron this weekend. 3 PAC teams, Grove City, CMU, and Case Western Reserve, remain unbeaten, while W&J joins them in getting national top 25 votes. The Presidents won the top matchup in Week 5, handing Westminster its first loss of the season, 21-14. The 3 league co-leaders all posted lopsided wins, with Grove City winning at Bethany 62-22, Case rolling at Allegheny 58-14, and Carnegie Mellon blanking Waynesburg 42-0. Finally, Geneva used a goal line interception in the final minutes to hold off St. Vincent 16-13. Teal had the Week 5 bye. PAC Player of the Week laurels for Week 5 went to Grove City senior running back Nico Flatty on offense, with 155 rushing yards and 4 TDs at Bethany. W&J fifth-year linebacker Justin Johns on defense, with a season-high 16 tackles at Westminster. And sophomore wideout Bo Wolf of Case Western Reserve on special teams, with a 92-yard kick return TD and a 20-yard punt return average at Allegheny. Top newcomer last week was Geneva freshman defensive back Noah Hutcherson, with 11 total tackles at St. Vincent. We've reached the season's midpoint at Week 6, again with 5 league matchups, while Waynesburg is off this week. All eyes will be on Grove City Saturday, as the defending PAC champion, number 7 ranked and 4-0 Wolverines, host 14th ranked and 5-0 Carnegie Mellon for homecoming at Thornfield at 2 p.m. The longtime foes meet for the 65th time since 1908. GCC rode a 21-14 win over the Tartans a year ago to a 10-0 regular season and their first league title in 25 years. Tartan head coach Ryan Larson previews the heavyweight matchup of national powers.
I know both sides will play really, really hard. I know both sides are going to make plays. That's going to happen. That's what should happen in a game like this. But football is very simple sometimes. Penalties and turnover margin can make a difference in these big games for sure.
The lone other unbeaten team, 4-0 Case Western Reserve, hosts 1-4 St. Vincent under the DeSanto Field Lights in Cleveland at 7 p.m. The Spartans, who are receiving votes in both national top 25 polls, have won the last 2 meetings against the Bearcats, including a 19-0 road shutout in 2023. Veteran head coach Greg Debelak talks about the unique night game environment at Case Western Reserve.
Yeah, I do think it's a unique experience. I do think it's because the dorms being so close, and it really is the focal point of campus. when we have a night game. Kids love to play in it. The parents love the tailgate. There's a lot going on that probably you don't see if you watch it on video.
Two local foes hungry to get into the win column meet at Alumni Stadium in Greenville at 1 p.m. as 0-4 Teal hosts 1-4 Allegheny. It's the 86th meeting in the all-time series, which dates all the way back to 1893, with the Gators leading 44-35-6. Allegheny has won the last 4 meetings against the Tomcats, with the last Teal victory being a 44-21 final in Meadville in 2016. Tomcat head coach Sam Bauman talks about the keys to victory for his squad versus the Gators.
Been interesting to see. They're very, very kind of looking in the mirror, if you will, watching them play, watching us play, where for us, it's going to be capitalizing on the mistakes they make, limiting the mistakes that we make, and just playing our brand of football, which is fast, physical, and aggressive.
Other Week 6 PAC games include 2-3 Geneva traveling to face 4-1 Washington and Jefferson at Cameron Stadium in Washington at 1 p.m. It's the 71st meeting between the teams since 1891 in a series dominated by the Presidents in recent years, with 16 straight victories, including a 45-7 final last season. Finally, 3-1 Westminster travels to face 0-4 Bethany in a 4:30 p.m. kickoff at Bison Stadium. The Titans are 46-12-2 all-time against the Bison, including a 42-7 victory in 2023. That's all for this edition of the PAC Football Report. Log on to the conference website at www.pacathletics.org all season long for the latest news, scores, statistics, and other league information. You can follow us on social media via X, Facebook, and Instagram. Links are available at the PAC website. I'm Joe Underko. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you at the stadium.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Malutic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our number one priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Malutic_live. And remember, our fans come first.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School football game of the week on the iMedia One Network.
Halftime from Memorial Stadium and Alumni Field here at Hubbard, and the homestanding Eagles on top of the Lakeview Bulldogs 24-14. First half numbers, no turnovers officially in that first half. A couple of bad snaps and block punts, but no turnovers.
Right, which is, it seemed like there might have been, right, with all the penalty flags that we had. But yeah, that's definitely surprising. No turnovers, but a lot of flags.
Total number of penalties, 9 thrown in the first half, 5 on Hubbard, 4 on the Lakeview Bulldogs. Scoring got started at the 4:17 mark of the first quarter. Hackwelder to Hazamahalis for 6 yards out. The extra point gave Hubbard a 7-0 lead. Thomas Easton would cut into that Hubbard lead at the 11:21 mark on an 8-yard touchdown run. The extra point was no good. It was 7-6 Hubbard. Hazamahalis would add a 4-yard touchdown run at the 9:13 mark of the first quarter. And the extra point gave Hubbard a 14-6 lead. Thomas Easton came back with his second touchdown at the 5:59 mark of the first half. And then Easton's 2-point conversion on a dropped snap tied us up at 14. And then it would be Hackwelder on a 41-yard touchdown run. The ensuing extra point gave Hubbard the 21-14 lead. And with just 9 seconds to go in the half, Caleb McKay's 22-yard field goal pushed Hubbard's lead out to 24-14.
Yeah, it was a battle of field position for a little while, back and forth, and who was more aggressive, and a lot of running on both sides of the ball for both quarterbacks in that first half. So very exciting, and we're looking for this second half to hopefully not be as many flags on the field.
Unofficial first half numbers for the Lakeview Bulldogs. Thomas Easton, 16 carries, 96 yards, a pair of touchdowns. Hayden Newton had 3 carries for 35 yards, leading the way. Throwing the football, Eli Go, 2 of 4 for 19 yards. Thomas Easton, 1 of 1 for 8 yards. Leading receiver for the Bulldogs, Leo Parise, had a 1 reception for 18 yards. For the Hubbard Eagles, Alex Hackwelder, 10 carries for 105 yards and 1 touchdown, and Mark, 41 of those came on just 1 run.
Yeah, he's been outstanding on the night, showing his speed and his toughness when he's toting the rock.
Mike Hazamahalis, 7 carries for 12 yards. Hackwelder, 7 of 8 through the air for 71 yards and a touchdown. Leading receiver, Braden Songer, 3 catches for 29 yards. Matt Cheney, 3 for 26. And Mike Hazamahalis had a 1 reception for 6 yards and a touchdown. At the half, it is Hubbard 24, Lakeview 14. We'll take a break, come back, and get you caught up on the scoreboard next here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
Accidents
happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Back here at halftime, you can hear the Hubbard Marching Band in the background performing Script Ohio as we get set for the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Reminding you, Discount Power Sports is your go-to store for discount ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bikes, and more. You can visit them at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 330-717-4441. Mark, one of the games you and I were talking about, and you actually have an update that's a little newer than mine. Erie McDowell and Austintown Fitch, that's a huge game.
Yeah, it is. Erie McDowell being down in that game to Fitch. I don't even have the exact on that, but they're up like 6 points on Erie McDowell. That's a huge game. Erie McDowell was able to knock off Cathedral Prep like 41-21 last week. So it's a big matchup for both teams tonight in a high 6A division in Pennsylvania.
Farrell leading Sharpsville 28-14. We also saw Hickory a 42-0 lead early in the second quarter on Grove City.
Yeah, that's a big one in Region 4 over in western Pennsylvania. You know, Hickory is second in Region 4, and Grove City is fifth in that league. So that's a big matchup, but obviously no contest for the Hickory Hornets as they continue to show their dominance in Region 4.
Other scores around the Valley. West Branch continues to roll. They continue to put up big numbers, a 35-0 lead over the Alliance Aviators. Halftime, it is Indian Creek 14 at Beaver Local 0. Halftime, McDonald on top of Camel 20-0. Crestview looking for a postseason berth. They lead Champion 24-0. Can also let you know in other games going on tonight. It is Jackson Milton 9 and Lowellville 6 at the break. LeBray 9 and Liberty 7. South Range with a 41-0 lead over the Niles Red Dragons as that game is getting set to start the third quarter. And Warren John F. Kennedy leading St. Thomas Aquinas 39-0 in the first half. We're going to take our final break. We will come back and kick off the third quarter here on Sports Radio 1240 and Western Reserve Radio.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
The Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330 540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
And we welcome you back to Memorial Stadium in Hubbard. Mark Means, Michael Rickard, back at our studios in Struthers, Matthew Craven and Dave Ferris. And Mark, let's look at keys for success in the second half for these two teams. We start with the visiting Lakeview Bulldogs.
Yeah, for Lakeview, really, getting the ball back second half, they really need to continue to do what they did on offense with mixing it up, going laterally and then really running Easton up the middle. If they can do that and continue to control the line of scrimmage like they have shown, that's really going to bode well for them. That's going to be the key, is really continuing to control the line of scrimmage on offense and play good sound defense.
When we were watching warm-ups, and I made the comment that it looks like up front that Hubbard has the size advantage defensively against Lakeview's offensive line, but that Bulldog offensive line has held their own and then some.
Yeah, they have. They've come out. They're very physical. They've been driving, Hubbard's defensive line backwards. And if that continues, that's going to give them the opportunity to get back in this game. Now, looking obviously at Hubbard, what Hubbard's going to need to do is they're going to need to really start playing more physical up front in the line of scrimmage, really getting penetration in the backfield, whether they have to do that with sending blitzes or not, and setting the edge on defense, making sure Easton cannot get to the outside and keep him inside the tackle boxes for that on defense. And then offensively for Hubbard, again, really just moving the sticks, getting good quality yards on first down and moving that clock. You're up by 10. If you can move the clock, get first downs, really milk it away and get another touchdown and play good defense, that should be the key for Hubbard to come out with a win.
Yeah, it's been an interesting first half. We saw 11 combined pass attempts between the two teams. Both these teams seem to be set on just trying to establish the run.
Well, and again, I think because how well Lakeview can control that line of scrimmage on offense, they don't need to do anything different. They're able to run the football. And then for Hubbard, I just don't know if they have enough time, right, to be able to sit back there. You've seen Heckwelder drop back, and they're doing a really good job of covering up the wide receivers. So he's had to use his feet in order to, get first downs and get a lot of yardage for this Hubbard offense.
Tonight's third quarter brought to you by the Mahoning Valley Federal Semi-Pro Football Team, and they are looking for Valley High School and college talent to join their roster. For more information, check out the Mahoning Valley Federal's Developmental Football Team on Facebook or call General Manager John Galbraith at 330-534-1099. And you spent some time playing semi-pro, right?
Yeah, I have. I spent about 7 years playing semi-professional football for Penn Ohio Raiders and the Penn Ohio Tigers. So it was a fun time. Played safety, wide receiver there for Penn Ohio and Penn Ohio Tigers.
I can say I've played zero football ever.
Yeah,
that's the big difference.
We first started out as the Shenango Valley Raiders, then it became Penn Ohio. A lot of traveling. It was a lot of fun way back in my younger days.
There's a lot of travel in semi-pro.
Yeah, a lot of traveling. Had an opportunity with semi-pro to go and play in Las Vegas and a couple all-star games as well. So that was really a fun experience. Got to do that about 4 times, so it was fun.
We are ready to begin this third quarter. Kickoff brought to you by Repair That Glass in Hubbard. Reminding you accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. For an appointment, call 330-534-5000. 3-1-9-2. Caleb McKay ready to kick and get us underway in the second half. He will drive this one end over end back to the 11, across the 15, outside to the 20, to the 25, and spun out at the 27-yard line. And, Mark, I know it's early, but how big is this first drive for the Bulldogs?
Well, it's huge right now, down 10. You have the ball, and you need to really get back in this ball game quickly.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. We've seen both Thomas Easton and Eli Go at the quarterback spot, and looks like Eli Go will be in the huddle for the Bulldogs and head coach Derek Bush to begin this first possession, working right to left.
27-yard line.
So it will be Go and Easton in the backfield. They got single receivers to each side, and a whistle here momentarily, and now we're ready to get underway in this third quarter. Go takes the snap. He'll give the ball to Easton, running off the right side, and Easton across the 30 to the 31-yard line picks up 4. It's 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, really good hard run. You can see as he drives those legs, he must have a squat of about 500 pounds in the weight room. Very strong, hard run on that first down.
2nd and 6 from the 31-yard line. Bulldogs break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. They're set up with a wing to the right and 2 receivers to the left. That man goes in motion. That's Hayden Newton. Easton now in motion. They try to swing a pass to him that was below his ankles, but that'll be an incomplete pass and bring up 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it from the booth here, they're outflanking Hubbard, and they need to really shift over with that motion. If they were able to throw that ball and he was able to connect, they would have had a big play out of that.
So 3rd and 6 from the 31-yard line. First possession for the Bulldogs here in this third quarter, brought to you by the Mahoning Valley Federals semi-pro football team. 24-14, the lead for Hubbard. Again, Newton goes in motion. Go drops the throw. Has a clean pocket. Now will be pressured. Roll to the outside. Going to try and fire downfield for Easton, who made the over-the-shoulder catch before going out of bounds. And that is going to be just good enough for a first down. And it made looking like a center fielder making that catch.
That was an unbelievable catch. And it was really an unbelievable throw. It was like a pop-up. And it just hung up there, and it just dropped right into the breadbasket of Easton on the sideline for a first down.
1st and 10 to their 39-yard line. Man goes in motion. That's Leo Parise. Fake it to him. And Easton's going to keep the football, and he's going to get just 1 yard down to the 40-yard line. It's 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, that was an outstanding play by Bobby Thompson. The way that he got at heels depth and he slid down the line of scrimmage and closed the gap on Easton, was able to make a play for a very short gain. That was outstanding defensive line play.
Easton 101 yards unofficially rushing and a pair of touchdowns, Parise in motion. Easton looking to throw, going to take the shot downfield, and that goes over the head of his intended receiver. That's number 6, Jason Campana, the intended target. It's 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, great coverage by Hasmahalis and Cheney on that play, smothering the wide receiver. Nowhere to go.
9:59 to play, third quarter. 3rd down and 9 for the Bulldogs from their 40-yard line. One of the Hubbard defenders started onto the field. Coach realized he would be 12, and he got pulled back quickly. Go takes the snap. Going to take a shot downfield. Had a man open, and he went to the inside receiver, and the pass fell incomplete.
Yeah, Songer went up to go get it and just was unable to come down with it. Probably, maybe it's a good thing depending on how far they punt this. But nonetheless, he knocks it down. It's going to be a 4th down, and Lakeview is going to have to punt.
They had Jaden Warner streaking down the sidelines wide open. and just didn't see him on that throw.
Well, it got scary there on that bounce. When it bounced off his hands, I thought the other guy was going to catch it and maybe run it in.
4th down and 9. This is something I've seen on social media. It's a field goal that actually acts like a punt. It is, approved by the State High School Federation. So it goes down as a field goal attempt, but it's a punt.
Yeah, literally, it's like a kickoff, in the field goal formation, and they kick the ball off, and it's going to be returned by Hubbard. That's the first time, Mark, I have ever seen anybody use that in a game.
Right. If you follow Max Preps on social media, they've been posting a lot of these specific videos around the country over the last couple of weeks.
Now, do they have to declare that before they do it? Or not?
I wouldn't think so. There's not much you actually have to declare before doing it at the high school level.
Yeah.
Unless you're onside kicking in the NFL, and why you have to declare that is another story for another day. Hackwelder and the Eagles take over. He'll swing the pass out to Braden Songer across the 40 to the 45 and down to the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 7 yards for Hubbard on 1st down.
Yeah, nice little swing pass out in the flat, able to get up the sideline and pick up good yards on 1st down. This is exactly what we talked about, getting a stop on defense for Hubbard and then moving the sticks and the clock. They're doing just that right now.
2nd and 3 from the 46-yard line. 9 minutes we approach to play, 3rd quarter. Hubbard 24, Lakeview 14. Twins to each side for Hackwelder, who sends Songer in motion from right to left. They give the ball to Hazem-Mihalis, and he's got all kinds of trouble in the backfield, and he's finally going to be surrounded and pulled down by Alex Bates, the junior defensive lineman, and they did a good job to contain that Hubbard rush.
Yeah, he had nowhere to go from the moment go. He tried to go right, tried to get back to the center of the field. And that's going to be a loss of 1.
So 3rd down and 4 for the Eagles. 8 minutes, 35 seconds to play, 3rd quarter. Hubbard going to send 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right side. Hazem-Mihalis and Hackwelder in the backfield. Songer in motion from right to left. Swing it out to Songer, who makes the catch. And he's going to be pushed back. And he'll lose 2 yards. This is going to bring up a 4th down and 6 for the Eagles.
Yeah, Jaden Warner out there at the cornerback position was able to beat his blocker and make a beautiful tackle in the backfield for another loss.
We've seen some adjustments by Lakeview's defense to really control Hubbard on that possession.
Yeah, and they've done a really good job so far with the adjustments they're making.
So Hubbard going to punt the football away on 4th down and 6. And that kick is away and fielded by Easton at the 20, across the 25 to the 30, 35, and down near the 36-yard line. Thomas Easton will return at Braden Songer's punt and set the Bulldogs up with pretty good field position to begin this drive.
Yeah, I kind of held my breath, Mark, when I saw him catch that ball because he's a dangerous return man. But a great job by Hubbard, able to break down, chop their feet, and make a nice tackle and corral him down at the 35.
7:31 to play, 3rd quarter. What has been an absolutely perfect night here in Week 8 in the NE8. Go gives the ball to Easton, running towards the short side, and Easton across the 40 and down near the 41-yard line. That's a pickup of almost 6 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, another nice run on 1st down. Good, hard, like buck sweep off the right side, picking up good yardage. Bring up a 2nd and 5. I'll tell you what, for Hubbard, number 10, all over the field, Leshnick, making tackles from left to right. This guy is all over the field tonight for the Eagles.
2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs. Get you some Discount Power Sports scores here in a moment. 2 receivers and a wing to the right side. Toss the ball to Easton. Trying to turn the corner, showing some power, and he'll have the 1st down and more across the 45 and down to the 47-yard line. after 3 at Bull Ryan Stadium. South Range with a 41-0 lead over the Niles Red Dragons.
Wow. I'll tell you what, that was a good hard run by Easton on that play. I mean, he was hit hard at like the 43 and just shrugged it right off and got out to the 47.
Right back to the scoreboard after this play. Wing to the right, 2 receivers to the left. They're going to run the ball with Hayden Newton. And Newton across midfield and down to the 49-yard line, picks up 3.
Yeah, he was lassoed down there by 72. Mitchell Fink.
Short gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7.
On the Discount Power Sports scoreboard, Mineral Ridge and Springfield now tied at 14 in the third quarter. That was a 14-0 lead for Mineral Ridge, and the Tigers, Coach Guerrero, have come back to tie this one up. Gain of 3 sets up 2nd down and 7. Again, they run the ball with Newton, and he's across the 45 and down to the 44-yard line. Listed as a tight end on the roster, but he has run the ball well.
Boy, he ran hard on that play, and he lowered his shoulder and ran over Braden Songer. That's going to bring up a short 3rd down here for the Bulldogs, and they're moving the ball here.
And they might have found something with Hayden Newton at the tailback spot. 3rd and 2 from the 44-yard line. Parise in motion. Going to hand the ball off to Newton, and he's going to be just a little bit shy. It's going to bring up 4th down and less than 1.
Yeah, about a half of a football. Big 4th down here for the Bulldogs. And obviously an even bigger down here for the Hubbard defense.
So 4th and a little less than 1. Single receivers to each side, a wing to the right side. Go at the quarterback spot, takes the snap. He's going to keep it. He's going to have the 1st down easily down to the Hubbard 40-yard line, and that'll move the chains.
Yeah, nice hard run off the right side there before he was chopped down by Gino Leshnick for Hubbard. But again, moving the sticks. A lot of clock being burned off right now in this 3rd quarter. So if Hubbard can find a way to slow him down a little bit, it'll benefit him.
Twins to each side of the formation on 1st and 10 from the Eagle 39-yard line. And I think every flag on the field came out on that illegal procedure penalty on Lakeview. That'll be their 5th and only our 1st of the second half.
Yeah, a fairly clean start to the second half until now. But that's gonna hurt the Bulldogs' momentum as they were just doing what they really wanted to on the ground game. So they're set up with a 1st and 15.
1st and 15 from the Hubbard 44-yard line. Go takes the snap, gives the ball to Easton, going to hesitate and follow his blockers down to the 40-yard line for a gain of 4.
Yeah,
and now we've got a Hubbard player down on the field at the 38-yard line.
Yeah.
So the training staff for the Eagles will sprint across the field. Take a look at the player that's down, and we cannot get you a number of the player as both teams will go to the sidelines. And they will tend to the player that's down. Gives us an opportunity to step aside for a break. 3:23 to play, 3rd quarter. Hubbard 24, Lakeview 14 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
The Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
We
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Timeout. We are in a injury stoppage with 3:23 to go here in tonight's third quarter, as the player we believe for Hubbard is being tended to, and he is going to slowly make his way across the field. That's the junior tight end linebacker who is slowly, but without help, making his way to the sidelines, and that's a good sign.
That's a really good sign. He's definitely walking off on his own, and he doesn't need any help. That's good. So hopefully he is okay.
Hubbard training staff bringing him here to the near sidelines. Lakeview now facing a 2nd and 11 from the 40-yard line. Get a set to Hayden Newton up as a wing to the right side. 2 receivers to the left. Going to give the ball to Easton. Now he'll cut back hard to the 35 and down near the 33-yard line. And that's the thing I've been impressed with by Thomas Easton. He's a senior. He kind of lets those blocks develop in front of him rather than just kind of storming downfield.
Yeah, he's patient. He understands how to allow the blockers to do what they're supposed to do to set up running lanes for him. When there's nothing there, he's patient, then he hits it, and he cuts right off their butt, and he gets up into the lane. So a nice run.
3rd and 4 from the 33-yard line. Going to send Parise in motion, go to throw. Had a man open, but he had to rush the throw. And incomplete to Jaden Warner. And it brings up a 4th down and 4. That was there, but Go was rushed just a little bit and couldn't really step into that throw.
No, he couldn't because Josiah Hill was in his face as soon as he tried to step into it. And it threw that timing off of that pass. So it's going to bring up a 4th down and 4 for the Bulldogs.
So 4th and 4. Exactly 2.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Single receiver to the right. Trips to the left. Snap to Easton, who's looking for the first down. And he's going to be close, but I don't think he got it.
No, he did not. Boy, I'll tell you what, he was flying hard up there to try to get the first down. Lowered his shoulders. Knocked a couple Eagles back, but then more Eagles came in on the fun and was able to push him back and hold him and get a great defensive stop. That is something that they needed to do, and they did it. It's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Eagles are going to take over.
And we've seen great running from whoever's been lining up at the quarterback spot on both sides tonight. But the thing I think I like most about it is the decisiveness of the runners. They make a decision. They just go.
Yeah.
They put a foot in the ground, and they go. Hackwelder at the quarterback spot for the Eagles. Could have flipped that ball ahead to Braden Songer. And Songer is going to be knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, some good blocking out there on the edge by number 28, Terry Miller. Was able to pick up a good 5 yards, and that's what happens when you have good blocking and the backs can read off of those blocks and get upfield.
Pointing out things that we love to see. The receivers for Hubbard really do block well downfield.
They do.
2 receivers to each side. Hasmahalis in the backfield with Alex Hackwelder. Going to give the ball to Hasmahalis, running right up the middle, able to fight through a tackle and get across the 40 to the 41-yard line, and that'll be a Hubbard first down with 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter.
Yeah, the old tag play, which is a tackle and guard to the right, 34 tag, and there he's going to follow his lead blocker up in there and pick up the first down, move the sticks, and they're moving the clock. This is exactly what Hubbard wants to do.
2 receivers, again, go to each side of the formation. Down to 1:45 to play. Third quarter brought to you by the Mahoning Valley Federal Semi-Pro Football Team. And the ball off to Hasmahalis, right up the middle. Big hole across the 50 and into Lakeview territory and down to the 38-yard line. with another Hubbard first down.
Yeah, about a 26, 27-yard gain on the same exact 34 tag play. Got a nice kick out by the big man, leading up in. And boy, what a big first down for Hubbard as they're moving inside the Bulldogs' territory.
Discount Power Sports scoreboard, fourth quarter, Mineral Ridge 21, Springfield 14.
Wow.
That's been a close game all night long.
Forth, yeah.
Two receivers to the right, two to the left side. Antonio Berkeley now in the backfield, goes in motion. He'll lead the way for Hackwelder, who's only able to get about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. It's second down and 8.
Yeah, Caleb Nat on that play, and Gabe Hernandez on the tackle for the Bulldogs, held him to a short gain there.
Second down and 9 from the 37-yard line. Again, twins to each side. Berkeley, the running back, to the left of Hackwelder. Hackwelder to throw, fires downfield, and that pass is caught. Braden Songer on the reception.
Beautiful little out route. Put the ball right on the money right before the sideline to pick up about 5 yards on that play. It's going to, get him at third and, medium, manageable.
Poland 17, Girard nothing. That game is in the early stages of the fourth quarter on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. 22 seconds on the quarter clock. Play clock down to 10 seconds as Hubbard breaks the huddle. Twins to each side of the formation. Hazem-Mihalis to the left of Hackwelder. Hazem-Mihalis gets the carry, and he's going to be drugged down in the backfield. I thought for a moment one of the Lakeview defenders was injured by the way he was spun down, but thankfully he got right back up, and they will wind the clock, and it'll be fourth down for Hubbard when we begin tonight's fourth quarter. After 3, no scoring in the Mahoning Valley Federal Semi-Pro football team third quarter. We head to the fourth. Hubbard 24, Lakeview 14 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
The Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112. We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
We begin tonight's fourth quarter with Hubbard facing a 4th and 5. Hackwelder swings it to Hazem-Mihalis out of the backfield and made the catch. Stayed on his feet across the 20, 15, and down to the 12-yard line. Wow. Impressive run by Michael Hazem-Mihalis for the Eagles.
That was a huge play for the Eagles. Literally sent him in motion and hit him way out there past, the numbers almost. And he was able to make some Bulldogs miss and get down the sideline for a huge gain for the Eagles.
Tonight's fourth quarter brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House, your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. After this play, we'll give you the lineup for next week at Lena's. Twins to each side of the formation. Hazem-Mihalis is to the right of Hackwelder. They flipped the football to Matthew. They faked it to Cheney. They got me, and Hackwelder kept it for a short gain. And it's going to bring up second down and 8.
Yeah, good hard run, though. nonetheless. Got him inside the 10, down to about, the 9. And that clock's moving. I mean, we've burned off a whole quarter.
Final score from Bo Ryan Stadium. South Range, they get the win tonight over Niles, 41-0. Second and 7 from the 9-yard line. Hackwelder just going to flip this one forward to Matthew Cheney. And that read well by the Lakeview defense for a short gain. It's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, great defensive stop there by Lakeview. Derek Gunner, one of the D linemen on that play, to really just stack him up right at the line of scrimmage, and then the rest of the Bulldogs were able to finish him off.
All right, Mark, the lineup at Lena's next week for pierogies: horseradish cheddar, cheddar potato, jalapeno cheddar, sausage potato, mushroom, and Swiss. I'm just hungry thinking about it.
I'll just say yes, 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 and yes.
One of all of those. Hackwelder keeps it, fires, end zone, and that is caught for a Hubbard touchdown, a 7-yard touchdown pass for Alex Hackwelder, and Hubbard will put up 30 on the board at the 9:54 mark, our first points of the second half.
Yeah, that's going to be caught by Cheney. It looked like a 0, but it was a 6. A little fake and a little sling right down the middle into the end zone for a touchdown for Hubbard.
7-yard touchdown pass. McKay on for the extra point. And movement up front by the Eagles, and that'll back them up. And, they've had 6 penalties, Mark. Half of them have been in the extra point attempts.
Yeah, the right wing moved. And, boy, I'll tell you what, the poor left guard that was sitting there got blasted by a Bulldog. It's going to back him up 5 and make this extra point a little bit longer.
So Caleb McKay with the ball at the 15. Make this a 25-yard attempt. Snap down, extra point on the way. And I think that got partially deflected and was no good. So it is now Hubbard 30 and Lakeview 14 with 9:54 to play in the game. And while I have a moment, Mark, our friends at Lena's want to remind everyone they will be at the Oktoberfest celebration tomorrow in McDonald, and that will run from noon to 11 p.m. with German selections from Lena's.
That sounds
You can check that
delicious.
out tomorrow.
Yeah, go check that out. It's going to be beautiful out. Good food, good everything. So we have Fitch up 21-14 over McDowell. Liberty at the end of 3 is down 14-16 to LeBray.
So I can give you this update too. It is Mineral Ridge 21, Springfield 20 with under 8 minutes to play. Springfield missed what would have been the game-tying extra point.
Oh, man, that's tough.
And that is a program that usually has a very good kicker year in and year out.
Yeah, and Warren Harding 20, Mooney 6 in the fourth quarter.
Harding and Massillon on the Cleveland Cobras Game of the Week next week here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Fielded at the 11, across the 15, 20, 25, 30. Headed steam across the 35 and all the way out near the 39-yard line. That's a good return for the Bulldogs by Jaden Warner.
Warner with return.
Yeah, real nice return. He was able to wiggle his way up the field for about almost 20-yard return. And
Number 9, Lucas Maludik in on the tackle.
it looked like there's a penalty on the field there. I thought there was, and I didn't see it, but it's back there at the 25-yard line.
9:46 to play in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's going to bring it back.
They will mark the penalty off against the Bulldogs. That's a personal foul on Lakeview. That is their 6th penalty. That takes away what was probably their best field position of the second half. 1st and 10 Bulldogs from the 24-yard line. Dropping a throw. That's go. The sophomore had his man open, and it popped off the shoulder pads of Hayden Newton and fell harmlessly to the turf.
Yeah, there we go again. Gino Leshnick all over the field today, and he does it again with that beautiful knockdown and pass defense for the Eagles.
Good to see Brady Krusik, who was down earlier, was back on the field for that last snap for the Eagles.
Yeah, he's ready to go and looking okay.
2nd and 10 from the 24-yard line. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left side. Go takes the snap. It'll fire outside of the hash marks, and nobody was there.
Yeah, Mark, it was like it was wet. It almost looked like it came out of his hand funny, and he didn't get a good grip on it, and I just fell harmlessly to the ground way outside by the sideline.
And that ball was intended for Campana that fell to the turf, incomplete. 3rd and 10 from the 24. It'll be Parise and Campana to the right side. Thomas Easton goes in motion. Go to throw. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to run. Made the first man miss across the 35 and out of bounds with a Lakeview first down.
Wow, that was a smart play by Go. He literally dropped back. He looked, scanned the field, couldn't find anybody, took off running. He knew where the first down sticks were. He got to it and then was able to get out of bounds to save himself some clock.
Discount Power Sports scoreboard, 3rd quarter. Ursuline and Villa Angela St. Joe's tied at 14.
Wow.
Go takes the snap, looks downfield, has Campana wide open across the 45. Another first down and out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, it was like nobody was on him. He just kind of ran down the field, turned around, caught the ball, and then all the Eagles kind of rallied around it, made the tackle. But it was too late after he got a first down, so a nice pitch and catch for the Bulldogs.
We've seen some good decisions by the sophomore Eli Go here on this drive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Split 2 receivers to the left, a wing and a receiver to the right side. That's Newton who goes in motion, settles wing left. Pass downfield, that's Thomas East. Oh, check that. That is 2. Jaden Warner on the reception.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why they're playing so far off the football. The corners are playing at like 10 to 12 yards off the ball. And, Lakeview's just taking advantage of that. They're just running about 7-8, turn around, catch it, and make a nice play.
2nd and 2 from the Hubbard 45-yard line. 9:16 to play. 4th quarter brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House. 30-14 Hubbard leading Lakeview. Twins to each side. Go. Steps up in the pocket. Room to run. Made the defender miss. Nice open field move across the 40. And down to the 37-yard line with another Lakeview first down.
Yeah, I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of Go today, or in this drive anyway. He's really getting better and better with his decision-making. He's shown us that he can move with his feet. Great job so far from him. And then obviously on the tackle, Leshnick.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from the Hubbard 38-yard line. Under 9 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. Newton in motion. Sets up as a wing. Gonna roll that way. Fires. Newton makes the catch across the 30. And got pushed out of bounds, gave a little ground back to the 31-yard line, but another good first down gain.
Yeah, another pitch and catch on that power pass play. They just really flooded the zone out there, and he hit the middleman on that play, and it's a nice 6-7-yard pickup.
They'll break the huddle on 2nd down and 4 from the 32-yard line. 2 receivers. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Go going to roll to the right side. looks downfield, and he's going to get down near the 30-yard line. Hubbard trying to strip that football away, but he had it wrapped up nicely.
Yeah, Josiah Hill on the tackle there for Hubbard to stop him from making the first down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 3 for the Bulldog offense.
So 3rd down, long 3. Eli Go now 6 of 13, 53 yards throwing the football. Has looked good on this drive. 3rd and 2 from the 30-yard line. Trips to the left, go rolling left, throwing left. And that pass short hopped his receiver incomplete. And that throw was kind of off the front foot, and the ball just kind of sailed on the sophomore trying to find his open receiver.
Yeah, not a good pass on that one. He had Campana out there open enough for the first down. He just threw it short, and that's going to bring up a 4th down here for the Bulldogs.
You know, people don't realize, you know, a wide open receiver, you think that's an easy throw, but that might be some of the hardest throws when you feel that you don't want to guide the ball, you want to deliver it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like almost one of them pop-ups. You know, you think it's an easy catch, but sometimes it isn't.
And now we've got a whistle and a Hubbard timeout. So 4th and 2 from the 30-yard line, 7:44 to play, 4th quarter. That is brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House, your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. You can visit Lena's Pierogi House on Facebook to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out, or you can call Lena's Pierogi House at 234-254-8532. You can visit them tomorrow at Oktoberfest in McDonald from noon to 11.
You're making me hungry. Like, I literally said taco instead of tackle.
You know, I feel like our guys that plan out our quarters at the beginning of the year, I feel like they intentionally put the food sponsors in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, because they know we're all hungry. And, yeah. Lena's Pierogi House. Got to check it out. It's delicious. I've eaten there many times. A lot of varieties. All homemade stuff. It's great.
So off the timeout, called defensively by Hubbard. That was their first for Coach Hoffman. They've got 2 left. Coach Derek Bush and the Bulldogs have all 3 of theirs. Go has twin receivers to each side. Easton next to him. Newton goes in motion. Excuse me. They gave him the football, and he was able to turn the corner and pick up the first down.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Hubbard blitzed hard in that same spot where they were running to. It was well blocked, well protected, and they were able to get out and get that first down. So great blocking by the Bulldogs up front to keep that drive alive.
1st and 10 to the Hubbard 25-yard line. 7 minutes, 15 seconds on a rolling 4th quarter clock. Go takes the snap, gives the ball to Easton. Easton steps inside a tackle, 25, 15, 10. And he went out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, if they didn't mark him out right there, he was getting in and scoring, boy. I'll tell you what, it looks like what we're seeing here is we're seeing Hubbard being worn down. They're getting tired, and you see the Bulldogs really starting to see it in their eyes that they've got them on the ropes.
Play will be stopped with an injured Hubbard player on the sidelines. Back at about the 15-yard line. Thomas Easton now unofficially 24 carries for 142 yards and 2 touchdowns. For a moment there, we thought he might have had a chance at his 3rd.
Yeah, definitely. He was right on that line. He probably should have wore all white shoes, and they might not have saw that, and he would have been in for the score, but really close. They're going to mark him at the 9. But I'll tell you what, I mean, these guys that are blocking, Nicholas Zander, Derek Gunner, Alex Bates, you go down the list of this Bulldog offense of line. They have been outstanding tonight at the point of attack. And they have continued that onslaught of pressure and great blocking all through the game. They haven't slowed down.
Next week, Massillon and Warren Harding from Mollenkoff Stadium. And we wrap up the regular season with Warren Harding and Austintown Fitch for Week 10. First and goal for the Bulldogs from the 9-yard line. Go has Easton to his left. He'll drop back to throw. Eyes downfield, steps up into the pocket, and he'll get his way down to about the 6-yard line. It's going to bring up now a second and goal for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, good tackling there by Hubbard. Good tackle there by Landon Lovey to really stop him from getting any further. I thought he might have got inside the 5, but they were able to hold him to about the 6.
2 receivers to the left. Wing to the left side. Easton now to the right of Eli Go, the quarterback. Newton in motion, reverses field, sets up wing to the left. Go going to roll that way. Pressured, and he's going to be tripped up and sacked back near the 13-yard line. One of the defenders for Hubbard came through clean and just got enough of Eli Go.
Yeah, that was Landon Lovey again. Back-to-back plays. Great job for him and the defense. It's going to bring up a third down here with 5:50 and running.
Fourth quarter tonight on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Poland looking to put up another shutout. They lead Girard 24-0. Go to throw. Check down to Easton, who makes the catch. Made a man miss at the 5. Made another man miss at the 3. And he's into the end zone for a 12-yard touchdown run. Thomas Easton broke out the joystick and made 2 men in the open field completely come up empty.
He did. A little shake and bake to add a little flavor to it. Is able to put some people on their knees. I'll tell you what, they're going to need ankle wraps or some straps here next week with those moves to get him in the end zone.
So Thomas Easton has his 3rd touchdown of the night, and this will cut the Hubbard lead to 30-20. And now they'll leave the offense on the field and go for 2. Go, drops back, looks downfield, firing to the back of the end zone. And going to say, no, the 2-point conversion is no good. The receiver was out of bounds.
Wow, what a pitch and catch, though, by Go to Warner in the back of the end zone. I mean, he was tightrope, tippy-toe. It was Terry toe tap, whatever you want to call him, but he just was out. But it was an amazing catch, though, for nothing. Oh, boy.
So the 2-point conversion fails. And it is now Hubbard 30 and Lakeview 20. And, you know, if you're Coach Bush, you're going to like what you see out of that drive from your sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like he's maturing, making better decisions. Nice drive. He was pressured sometimes. Showed a lot on that, but it also showed him a lot of the resilience of the Bulldogs, that they're not here to quit and fold the tent. They're continuing to fight, and that's what you love to see as a coach.
Fourth quarter, Springfield has come all the way back to take a 5-point lead over Mineral Ridge, 26-21. There's under 4 minutes to play in that back and forth game.
Back and forth, back and forth.
Some great games played in the MVAC this year. So Lakeview has the ball, teed up at the 40-yard line. That looks like Leo Parise set to kick. They've already tried a 1 onside kick in the first half. Parise just going to put his foot into this one, drive it downfield, and that'll roll to about the 13-yard line. Returner made the first man miss and was able to get a couple of blocks and get down to about the 28-yard line. And we are seeing some incredible moves. I just can't. If I plant my knee in the ground like that, my knee's never.
Your leg would go a different way. But
Right.
I'll tell you what, a Bulldog come down the field and played some chin music with the return man, and the return man shrugged it right off and kept running. What an outstanding return for Hubbard on that play.
It's just been a game with max effort put together by both of these teams tonight.
A lot of good, hard hitting on both sides of the football.
And at this point, we've seen 12 penalties, but only 2 in the second half. Hackwelder takes the snap. He'll hand the ball off to Hazamahalis, who was tripped up in the backfield, reversed field, got a block from Hackwelder across the 40, 45, 50, cuts back 45-yard line, and the quarterback, Alex Hackwelder, helps bring that big run.
Yeah, he was sitting there, set up the block. Great job there. Huge run before he was corralled down by Jaden Warner for a big gain, and they are in Bulldog territory at the 45.
Ursuline and Villa Angela St. Joe's now tied at 17 in the fourth quarter. So spot the ball at the Lakeview 45-yard line. First down and 10. 3 timeouts for Lakeview, 2 for the Eagles. Hackwelder's going to keep it, run it right up the middle, and he'll get across the 35, down to the 34-yard line. That'll be a Hubbard first down.
Nice read by the quarterback on that jet, pulled it, and he ran up the middle for another first down, moving the sticks. Hubbard at the 35-yard line with 4 minutes and 20 seconds and a rolling clock here, up by 10.
Gino Leshnak will check in. Antonio Berkeley to the sidelines for this first down and 10 play from the 35-yard line. Hubbard sends twins to each side of the formation. Hackwelder takes the snap. He's going to keep it, follow the block of Hazamahalis. And he's all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, another patient run, just picking his way through the defense, making nice cuts, little jump cuts here and there, and getting north and south. And they know when to get north and south.
2nd and 1 from the 26-yard line. 3.5 minutes to play, fourth quarter. Hubbard 30 and the Lakeview Bulldogs 20. Eagles break the huddle, come to the field, to the line of scrimmage with 2 receivers to each side. Now they send Songer in motion. Hackwelder to keep it, and that play got absolutely blown up as coming into the backfield free was Hayden Newton to make the stop.
Yeah, he blew that up for a big loss on the play. Lakeview's going to call a timeout.
So they'll stop the clock at the 3:03 mark of the fourth quarter.
How about this? Erie McDowell goes up 24-21 over Austintown Fitch with 1:57 left in the third.
That'll be an interesting finish because the Falcons have one of the best high school kickers in the state of Ohio on that squad. So we'll have to see how that plays out for the final minutes.
Yeah, Springfield 26, Mineral Ridge 21.
Looking ahead for these two teams, Hubbard heads to Girard next week to take on the Indians. And the Lakeview Bulldogs are back home in Cortland to take on Poland. Third down and 7. You can hear the Hubbard marching band in the background behind us. Hazamahalis in motion. Flag on the play. They try to set up the screen, and the receiver was knocked down in Matthew Cheney, but I think this is going to be a procedure penalty. Hubbard had 2 men in motion, illegal shift.
Yep. Yeah, right from the get-go, they threw the flag.
So you could hear somebody asking about the receiver that got knocked down. The shift basically blows that play dead. So
yeah, they declined it though to make it fourth down here. So it'll be 4th and 7 at the 32-yard line of Lakeview.
So 4th down and 7. And now we've got a whistle with 2:49 to play. And looks like somebody took time out, but we haven't been given that indication just yet. may want to put some more time back on this clock as well.
Yeah. I think that's what they're trying to do.
Tonight's fourth quarter brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House, your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Check out their Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors to dine in or carry out, or call 234-254-8532. So they put 5 seconds back on the clock. It's now at 2:54. And Hubbard facing a 4th down and 7. Looks like Braden Songer will punt the ball away. Lakeview comes with a full rush. Songer gets the kick away, and this is going to kick into the end zone. There's a returner back for the Bulldogs. Leo Parise just let that go into the end zone. And the Bulldogs had a chance to put more points on the board with 2:42 to play.
Yeah, they got plenty of time. 2 timeouts left. They definitely have to drive the football about 80 yards for a score, but we have seen them, make some big plays quickly, so.
And they have looked good in the second half with Eli Go leading the offense. He takes the snap, stands into the pocket, steps up, fires downfield, and the pass incomplete at the 25-yard line for Hayden Newton. And the back and forth between Mineral Ridge and Springfield continues. Ridge 27, Springfield 26, about a minute and a half to play in the fourth quarter.
Wow. Back and forth, back and forth.
2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Bulldogs. 2 receivers to each side, wing to the right side, go. 3-step drop, fires downfield. Campana makes the catch, and he'll be pulled out of bounds at about the 28-yard line, stopping the clock with 2.5 minutes to play in the game.
Yeah, beautiful tackle again by Gino Leshnick. He's probably got 10, 12 tackles on the night. He was able to come downhill and make that nice tackle.
3rd down and 1 for the Bulldogs from their 29. 2 receivers to each side. Hayden Newton, a wing to the right side. Firing downfield, had a receiver at the 37-yard line. And Campana could not hold on to that pass, and it falls incomplete. It's 4th and 1.
Yeah, it was like similarly to the other one up top on the left side that he threw when he was wide open. It's like he's just throwing it too short down around the ankles instead of hitting him right in the chest. That would have been an easy 1st down. Now they got a 4th down and short.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right side. Newton in motion. Go to throw. Fires downfield. And the receiver took a big hit at the 36-yard line. Excuse me, at the 30-yard line. And that is good enough for a 1st down. And Jaden Warner took a big shot but got right back up.
Yeah, Leshnick literally just blew him up, and he did a flip almost and then got back up.
1st and 10 from the 31. Go takes the snap, 3-step drop, stands into the pocket, rolling to the outside, dumps down to his check down, and Warner, who made the catch at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice little easy pitch and catch.
We've seen the decision making just grow and improve in this second half for Eli Go. The target wasn't available downfield, so he found his check down quickly. Go back to throw. Downfield, and again, the catch made by Warner.
Yeah, Mark, I know it's like it's prevent defense really time, for Hubbard, and it may seem like, they're so far off the ball, but what I like to see out of this quarterback is exactly what he's been doing. He's showing his footwork. He's able to move, to go to check downs and everything like that and hit guys open. So I'm really impressed by him so far. Maybe that should have been what they should have did from the beginning, and that way they would have been able to use Easton more in a different capacity in the pass game and also in the run game. You have that more of a dynamic.
And, have definitely been impressed by the big guys up front for Lakeview tonight. They've done a good job. And you don't always see an offensive line that is good run blocking and pass blocking, but they've done both.
Yeah, they've been both. Nolan Allen, Xander Nicholas, Carter Doran, Gunnar Durr, Alex Bates, all those guys up front have just played their hearts out tonight, running, in the run game and passing, like you said. They're really doing a great job.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from the 46-yard line of the Eagles. Go 2 receivers, right and left, a wing to the left side. He'll drop to throw, stands in the pocket, fires out to Hayden Newton, makes a catch across the 50, 45, and he's going to be close to another first down.
Yeah, nice throw. Right in stride, was able to pick up almost 8 yards before he was knocked out of bounds by Gino Leshnick again.
45, 2nd and 1 with a minute 13 left in the ball game.
We're down to a minute 13 to play in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House. 2 receivers each side. The receiver now just off the line of scrimmage. Go to throw. Fires downfield, had his man open, Parise, but that ball got deflected and fell incomplete.
Yeah, well, it looked like it bounced right off Leshnick's helmet or something. Maybe I didn't see it right, but yeah, I thought that was going to be a pick 6, but it bounced off of him and fell to the ground.
3rd and 1 from the 45-yard line. Minute 9 to play in tonight's fourth quarter. 3 receivers, right, 2 to the left side. Go back to throw. Firing middle and just a little too tall for Hayden Newton. Well, I mentioned it a couple of minutes ago, Mark. Poland has lost the shutout, but they still lead Girard 24-6 under 7 minutes to play there.
Yeah, that's still a big win. No matter what, Girard has been coming on and been playing very good football.
So 4th and 1 for the Bulldogs. It's going Easton in the backfield. 2 receivers, a wing to the right, receiver to the left. Check out with the sidelines. Play clock under 10 seconds. Go, drops to throw, fires the quick out. Pass caught by Warner. He'll get the first down and get out of bounds.
Yeah, Hubbard's letting them have that cushion. They don't want to get beat deep up over the top. Give them something easy and quick, right? Let them have to snap and play another down. Got a minute left here. I think it's a good defensive scheme.
Trips to the right, twins to the left. Go alone in the backfield, exactly a minute to play. Drops to throw again. Pressured, sacked back at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, he's going to be sacked by number 42, and that is Elijah Cochran. What a big sack for the Eagle defense.
So we've got a timeout on the field with 49 seconds to go. That is a loss of 10 that will set up a 2nd and 20 for the Bulldogs. And it doesn't get any easier, again, for either one of these teams. Hubbard will face Girard. Lakeview will have the battle of the Bulldogs when they play Poland next week.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting matchup to have to call, the Bulldogs and the Bulldogs, right? It's like Mark and Mark.
I made the mistake of saying to one of my early bosses that I worked with, so what do you think about tonight's game, Mark? And I said, well, I think the Bulldogs are going to win. And I did not get an approving look from the boss at that moment. And I never did that again. I knew I wasn't going to be wrong.
Right.
But, that did not go over well. Off the timeout, 2nd and 20 from the 40. Trips for the Bulldogs to the right, twins to the left, go alone in the backfield. 3-step drop, stands in the pocket, fires to the outside, and that is a diving catch by Thomas Easton, who's done a little bit of everything offensively tonight for the Bulldogs.
Run, pass, receive, return. Oh, got him on the hard count.
Movement up front, and that'll be a penalty on the Eagles. That'll be their 7th of the night. Hubbard will do some substituting up front. Bobby Thompson wearing number 52 checking in. 6-foot junior. Go to throw. Firing middle. That pass is intercepted by the Eagles secondary. Brought back across midfield to the 40. And Hasmahalis is pulled down at the 38-yard line. And that is great hustle by Eli Go to pull Hasmahalis down.
Yeah, he caught that and was off to the races and was able to be caught. But nonetheless, it's a 32-yard return on the pick. And that's going to give Hubbard the ball, and that should about do it, Mark.
And that, our first turnover of the night.
Yeah. Hard to believe with the way that the two teams and defensively have been playing all night. First turnover with 17 seconds left.
Hubbard going to bring everyone in tight. Hackwelder going to go under center for the first time tonight. Take a snap and take a knee. And that'll lead us to our final score here tonight of Hubbard 30 and Lakeview 20. With the win, Hubbard improves to 5-3 and 2-2 in the NE8. Lakeview drops to 4-4, and they are 1-4 in the NE8. We'll take a break, come back, and begin the postgame show next here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition. Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Right back here to Hubbard for tonight's post-game show as the Eagles get the win over the Lakeview Bulldogs tonight, 30-20. And Mark, how about this? Springfield back in front of Mineral Ridge, 34-27. 19 seconds to go. It's not over yet.
It's not over yet with these two teams back and forth, back and forth.
Recapping some of the numbers for tonight's game, only one turnover. That was near the end of the game by the Bulldogs. Unofficially, 7 penalties on Hubbard, 6 on the Lakeview Bulldogs. Scoring got started 4:17 in the opening quarter. Hackwelder to Hazemahalis from 6 yards out. The extra point put Hubbard up 7-0. Thomas Easton with his first of 3 touchdowns at the 11:21 mark of the opening quarter. This went from 28 yards out. The extra point, no good. 7-6 Hubbard with the lead. And then it was a 4-yard touchdown run by Hazemahalis at the 9:13 mark of the first quarter. 14-6 Hubbard out in front. Thomas Easton, his second touchdown from 11 yards out. The 2-point snap was bobbled. Easton picked it up, ran it in for 2, and we were tied up at 14. 4:21 to play, first half. Hackwelder from 41 yards out. The extra point gave Hubbard the 21-14 lead. And with just 9 seconds to go in the half, Caleb McKay's 22-yard field goal put Hubbard's lead at the break at 24-14. No scoring in the third quarter. Only points came in the fourth quarter as Hackwelder to Cheney from 7 yards out. The 9:54 mark to play in the game made it 30-14. And Thomas Easton, his third touchdown of the game with 5.5 minutes to play. And that led us to our final score of Hubbard 30 and Lakeview 20. We'll take our final break, come back, look at the unofficial numbers from this one, and wrap things up from Hubbard after this on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
The Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Back to Hubbard one final time as the Eagles get the win tonight over the Lakeview Bulldogs 30-20. Taking a look at tonight's final numbers. Mark, big night from Thomas Easton, 24 carries, 142 yards, and a pair of touchdowns.
Wow, yeah, he's very dynamic. He showed that he could run, he could pass, he could catch, he could return the football. he did it all for the Bulldogs tonight behind that awesome line.
Hayden Newton, 7 carries for 49 yards. Throwing the football, Eli Go, 14 of 27, 113 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. You saw growth from the sophomore tonight.
Yeah, I did. He kind of looked like he kind of grew up before us, right before our eyes. He continually got better and better, and in that second half, he showed a lot of good things, good mobility, good reading. He was able to go through and process different reads and hit guys and then use his feet as well. So very good improvement for him.
Easton, 1 of 2, throwing the football for 8 yards. Leading receiver was Jaden Warner, had 6 catches for 31 yards. Thomas Easton, 3 receptions for 27 yards and a touchdown. So Easton ran for over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. He completed a pass, and he had 3 catches tonight for 27 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, kind of like a hat trick thing, but not really with the scoring.
He stuffed the stat sheet tonight.
Yeah, he did.
For the Hubbard Eagles, Alex Hackwelder led the team in rushing tonight, 16 carries for 123 yards and a touchdown. Mike Hazmahalis, who lined up all over the field, at 12 rushes for 65 yards and a touchdown. Matt Chaney carried it twice for 15 yards.
Yeah, I mean, outstanding numbers there. Quarterback, unbelievable night, just doing everything he could for this team.
And Hackwelder, 13 of 15, 114 yards and a pair of touchdowns. Braden Songer, 7 catches for 53 yards. Matt Chaney, 4 for 33 and a touchdown. Hazmahalis had 2 for 28. And a score.
Yeah.
And, both teams looking to make a push to the playoffs, a big win for Hubbard tonight.
Yeah, it was a big win for Hubbard, and they needed that win to move forward with their matchup with Girard next week. So that's a big thing. Saw some good things out of them offensively. They got stops on the defense when they needed to. Was it a perfect game? No, it was not. But again, the Lakeview Bulldogs can show offensively that they have a good line, they have some good runners, and they have some good receivers as well. So they definitely have a good dynamic team, but I think it was an overall great win for Hubbard.
Mark, this was a lot of fun. So much. Let's do it again in 2 weeks.
All right, let's do that again if people want to listen to me.
2 weeks from now, it'll be Warren Harding and Austintown Fitch. Dave Clark will be back with us next week for Massillon and Warren Harding. For the fine athletic staff led by Athletic Director Kevin Hogue here at Hubbard and everyone up in the press box, we appreciate all of their hospitality. For all the guys back at the iMedia One studios and Matthew Craven and Dave Ferris, a big thank you to them. For my partners, Mark Means, my statistician, Michael Rickard. My name is Mark Means. Hubbard wins it tonight, 30-20, right here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Have a great night, everyone.
We thank you for joining us for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network, and we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Incredible confidence on the ball.